Ooh, there we go. There's some sound.
Was that the first thing they heard?
Well, it might have been. There we go. Sorted, I believe.
We got a nice low latency this time.
Yes. Yes. There we go. Oh, that's so loud. Yes, that's a lot of peaking. I'm sorry, guys.
Just
Yep.
finishing up
Yeah,
some
it's
bits.
going to keep going. Yep.
Sorry. Don't
Staple
mind me.
gun. Staple gun.
Yeah. I thought I'd get this finished in time for the live stream, but I have not.
No, he hasn't. And tell you what, I think it looks quite nice around here at the moment.
It is very, very warm and welcoming.
Yep.
Looks less like a building site. And we're surrounded in my old bed sheets.
Yes, so if you haven't already spotted the difference, we've got a Hessian roof. We've got bed sheets over our sound panels. Matt's old bed sheets, so let's not get the black light out for that. And then some brand new sheets that we bought and cut up for the walls. And it's quite smart and it's really annoying. You
What?
done yet?
No.
Oh.
I've got. Hang on. I need to do this bit of the top. One.
Is that going to fit?
Oh!
Yeah, did I measure it right?
You did?
Oh, lovely. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
You are a liability.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Oh! Misfire.
Misfire.
No, still got some.
Still got staples.
Yeah,
Lovely.
still
Woo.
going. I won't be doing this the whole live stream, guys. I just really want to get this done.
No, it will be done in. Let's give him like 5 minutes. Otherwise, you can hate on him however much you want. So, hello to Keith, Paraffin, Harry, Robert, LTW, Bob Beckham, renting a BBC studio. It's looking like that, isn't it?
That's good.
Hello and welcome to News Round. Got the blues going. Or what was it?
Do you know, I always used to think News Round was fake.
Really?
Yeah, because it was for kids, wasn't it?
Yes.
I thought they just made up fake news for kids to watch.
So you were the Donald Trump of
Fake news.
yeah, fake news. Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I thought they just made up news for kids' entertainment, so I never really took it seriously.
Ah. Well, I guess this could also be Blue Peter. How about that? Here's something I made earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Not very. I guess Art Attack did that a little bit more.
That's one. These staples look great.
Hello, hashtag woodworking. Debbie Hill, Nail Bender. That's a good one. League of ADC, Design and Make, LTW, David. Look at you guys. Oh, I've said LTW twice now. Look at you go. Dylan Katz, Shrenick.
Done.
Daz Bog Shift. Done.
Done.
That's quite nice. How does that look on the street? Oh, that looks lovely.
That's it.
It does, actually. Well done, you.
That is good news.
You are going to earn all the brownie points today
Thank you.
for that.
Thank you. I've got a lot of brown in my hands. From
Yeah.
staining, not from scratching my bum.
Why do the British always call me Beckham? Beckman. Okay, now that's just our lack of reading ability. You stop making noise there.
Sorry.
Yes. Matt is on his way. He's just trying to get a chair.
I thought you would at least have my chair prepared.
Hashtag woodworking says, oh, Art Attack. I remember the times my mother bollocked me for doing big art with tin cans in the garden.
Oh yeah.
Art Attack was brilliant.
That guy was a death metal guitarist or something like that.
I think he still is.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judging from my brief stint of looking him up while I put the Art Attack logo in our videos.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that.
Yes.
Oh.
Hello, Eddie from Liverpool. Philip, could you not get sheets with OSB printed on them? New merch idea. Well, yeah. Here's the problem. OSB looks absolutely stunning and it's probably the best material you could ever get. However, it needs to be contrasted by something less stunning. Hence, the old bed sheets from Matt's bed, the new bed sheets from Sainsbury's,
Tesco's.
and then the plywood with stained lipping.
Yes.
And therefore, all of those rubbish things make the OSB just stand out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stand out a bit more.
Exactly.
As it should.
It's like having too much of your favourite food all at once. You might just ruin it.
Exactly.
You got like beef and a roast dinner. It's good to have some boring veg and decorations with it.
Yeah.
Because it makes the beef taste better.
Well, it makes it look better as well.
I'm glad I managed to wrap that up because I had no idea where I was going with that statement whatsoever. I'm kind of a bit in a fluster, to be honest.
No, I think you got it. You can calm down. You can check what your percentage is at. See how you're doing now. You're okay.
Yeah, I have got my water bottle somewhere, which I haven't drank from all
Downstairs. Go get it. You can get mine at the same time. I forgot mine.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Lovely.
Right. Right. Where's everyone in the world at the moment?
Yeah, where is everyone at the moment? I saw somebody from Liverpool, somebody from Rhode Island, way to begin with. That's quite nice. I think someone from New York.
New York?
Yeah, New York. Yeah.
Where's my bottle?
Hashtag woodworking. No, I'm not on the scripts. I'm just a follower, a cult follower. That's what OSB is now. Although he hasn't given me any OSB Army merch, so I'm very disappointed by that.
Who's that?
You.
Me? What?
Give me all the things.
What, you?
Yeah.
Why?
I deserve it. Kieran Shaw is from Birmingham. We got Bristol with Paraffin. New York is What About Weeks. Chicago by Charlie Schmidt. Newcastle upon Tyne with Rob CP. Jack Turner's in Essex. Artistic GFX is in Germany. Bertie Green's in Kent. Raven Boss 1 is in Poland. Simon B955 is in the Isle of Wight, and Ben Haynes in Cornwall. Josh Harris is in Alabama. Woo! There's so many people here. Martin from Denmark, Rich Timmons from Bristol, JB Woodwork from Norfolk, Kieran from Essex, Larry Angst from New Jersey, Robert Hamill from Wales, Bertie Green from Kent.
There's loads of people here.
Yeah, Debbie Hills from New Zealand.
Whoa!
Yeah, you are helping me through a boring few hours of work this morning, says Debbie Hill.
Oh,
this morning. That's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah, that is cool to know.
Currently
cool.
7 p.m. right now. 7 p.m. And I'd also like to say, oh my god, there are so many people responding to that comment. I really can't quite describe where people are from, but they're from everywhere.
Wow.
Oh, James Taylor's from Surrey, very fancy place, Surrey.
Sorry, I'm just logging in now. I will start looking at.
No, that's all good.
I've just forgotten my password.
I'm on it. It's fine. It's fine. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. So, in the last live stream, 2 weeks ago, because of course we managed to miss it last week, we did tell you about that. If you weren't aware, well, tough luck, it's gone. 2 weeks ago, quite a few people asked how to see the old live streams that existed in the past. And it tends to be that once the live stream's done, I immediately put it to unlisted. Purely because we tend to get a lot of dislikes. Don't know why. You guys love us in the moment and then hate us when we're not live.
Yeah, that does. I've never really noticed that before.
Yeah, it just takes a steady downfall. I guess it's just because people see the live stream and think, oh, they didn't do a video today and it's just a live stream. How rubbish is that? Which is actually true today. Mm-hmm. However, it goes unlisted, but I've now started putting it into a live stream playlist, which you can find linked into any of Matt's videos on his main channel.
Sweet. That is good.
In the description.
That's good. Nice work.
Thank you.
Very courteous
Thank
of
you.
I'm on.
You are.
We've got 177 people here.
We do.
Wow.
And 16 likes. So for the 162 of you now who haven't likes, go do it.
Sort it out.
Do it and share it. Just let people know that we exist. Please.
There we go. Yeah. So we've had a pretty productive day getting this area sorted. It's nice to kind of wrap it up at last. We've still got a little bit of trim to do in places. We thought we would be done in time for the live stream, but it turns out we still need to do sort of bits down here and everything.
It's close. It's close. And it looks so much better for it.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Still a little bit warehouse container ship thing. When you look on the live stream. In person, definitely not.
Oh, I see, yeah.
The warped angle doesn't really help.
Yeah, it's a bit flat, isn't it?
But we're going to put Matt's space on the wall behind him. I have a couple of posters on the wall behind me.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a few shelves of probably Jesus pens, I guess.
I'd imagine so, yeah. We're going to do an IKEA trip tomorrow morning, which is going to be real fun.
Yes, I'm going to film it all.
Yeah, it's going to be part of the video. Buy some plants.
And here's going to be a lovely TV. So it's all gonna come together hopefully within the next week or so. Yeah.
And
all that's left is really a gate on the front, and it's sort of done.
The gate, yeah. Fortunately, we realised we have actually got timber for it after realising we may not have had timber.
Do we have the frame for it?
No. Just realised that as I was saying that statement.
So we got the balusters.
Yeah, just nothing to hold them within.
We can lean them up against the side and call that a gate.
Yeah,
no one's going to worry.
Be fine, won't it?
I have almost sort of just tipped off that quite a few times today.
Have you? No.
Well, we've had quite a lot of stuff up here.
We have, yeah.
And my feet keep getting tangled up. I almost sent the camera flying off the edge.
Oh, yeah, there was that.
And I keep wanting to step back and view this at a better angle.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's quite a wise idea.
We could make a plank to walk out on.
Oh, yeah.
You could get a better view. In fact, if you want to walk out there, I'll counterbalance it this side by standing on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm heavier than you. So
well, it's very true.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't ever think of just stepping off.
No.
Or suddenly jump. I tell you what would happen if you jumped on the other end of that? Would it just go so quickly upwards that it just whacks the feet out from underneath you and kills me?
And slingshots me over you?
It's probably going to send you into a backflip, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Because if you're standing there, you jump, it goes straight up immediately, catches your legs, you go backwards, I go plummeting down the other side.
Yeah. And
that's the video.
I'd make a sick landing on my backflip.
You're good at
quick
those.
Dab when I land. Be like, boom, and then realise you're there with a broken neck on the floor. Second dab.
Second dab.
Second dab. Sorry, I'm just...
What are you doing? What are you taking over here? Ah, it's the good day eggs.
It's the good day eggs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some of you may see these as Easter eggs, but it's not Easter yet, so we're not celebrating
we also don't see religion.
No, it's just...
they're just good day eggs.
These are just eggs for a good day such as today.
Today's a good day because there are 75p. We're already on food. I knew this was... I almost set up a bet with you to say every time you mention food, I get something, and then vice versa. We're on it.
I didn't even realise. I was going to bring the crisps over as well, but I was trying to be nice to the microphone.
Well done, you.
We did a hungry shop today at Tesco. After only going in to buy a bit of lunch and some bed sheets, we bought so much.
Yeah.
So much, including 4 Easter eggs, 2 of which we've already demolished.
They were good Easter eggs, though, and we did deserve them.
We did, yeah.
We're on food again. Can I just say hello to the new viewers? We're up to 180, or were up to 180. The person who just left, I will find you. 52 likes, very nice. Clearly a lot of people liked after I said that. So the 120 or so of you who haven't, get on it. Right, shall we have a look at some comments?
Have a look at some comment. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Jack's eating the same egg as you. Sorry, back on food.
Shut up. James Taylor says, has Matt found all the stickers you put up of him, Rob? He has not. Funnily enough, you mentioned earlier today, you said, I think I found another sticker that I put down. Was it in... where did you say it was?
It was in my passenger car door, because there was loads of McDonald's wrappers in there. And I thought you'd stuck it round the wrappers.
No, turns out it's just rubbish. It's just... The first sticker I put on his rear view mirror, and I think he pulled it off and then put it in the door himself.
But I put it in the passenger door one so I'd forget about it. And
now he thinks it's me. So he hasn't found the other 2 that still currently exist. I do keep forgetting them. They are at home. I do plan on getting them around. I'm going to Cornwall in a few weeks, so if you're around there, keep your eye out. They're going to exist. Some might only be accessible at low tide, who knows?
That would be amazing.
But yeah, 2 more still exist in his house that I'm fully aware of that he hasn't found. I can't believe they haven't been found yet.
I'm so lost as to
Shows how much you clean the place. What was Rob's biggest takeaway from completing the dovetail box? I'm just taking random questions at the moment. I will go back. Says Rob CP. You did great, by the way. Thank you very much. Biggest takeaway wasn't anything to do with woodworking, funnily enough. Biggest takeaway was all about thinking differently and solving problems in a far more constructive way than I've ever done before. Because it's very easy to say, oh no, I've made a mistake, this has sort of failed, I've damaged this part. But when in reality, all you have to do is a different thing and you're sort of back on track. Mm-hmm. Like the problem solving behind building a box like that, if you've never done it before, opens up your mind.
Yep.
Really does.
It's a hobby in problem solving. Wood's just the medium for it.
That's a great way of putting it.
That is. I'm going to put that on the wall at Rycotewood somewhere.
Well, can you get... You know when they have the little mottos in IKEA, live, love, life, whatever it is?
It's gin o'clock.
Exactly. Yeah. Could you get the individual letters in those font and just spell it out yourself?
That'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
Do a whole mural across there.
Just amazing quotes that I've come up with.
Yeah.
What other amazing quotes have I come up with?
If I go back through your videos, I think I'm going to find some good ones. Some corkers.
Some corkers.
Yeah. Some stuff that we probably shouldn't be using.
Oh no, I measured it wrong. Again.
Oh no, I know what I've done. I've measured it wrong. I was saying to Matt he should release a brand of tape measures that are like 3mm out, every single one of them, just because it's a standard. But then he said they should be more like 100mm out.
Yeah.
It's closer to what you do.
Yeah, because I look at the number I need, and instead of measuring onwards from that, I measure backwards from it. Because that's the logical thing to do.
It's quicker normally. Quicker.
Yeah.
Big question here. Is the dovetail box available to buy as a pack from Surrey Timbers yet?
Bum, bum, bum.
Woo!
Yes. I wasn't going to announce it just yet, but they are available.
Well, Surrey Timbers did announce it themselves.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah. So, on this subject, the free online school is probably going to start tonight.
Ooh!
I reckon. I might release it after this live stream or even during. No, I'm not going to do it during because then we'll lose everyone watching.
Yes.
But yeah, the free online school, I've managed to film about 5 videos thus far on the cabinet projects that will be starting, tonight. 3 of which are edited. 1 of them is the project briefing, and then 2 of them the actual projects. And then, yeah, it's just going to be steadily rolled out over the next few weeks, interlaced with the mezzanine floor series that we're finishing up at the moment.
And then going into what project at the same time?
What?
There's other stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
We've got loads of stuff as well.
Yeah, because to be reminded, the last time there was a school series, the channel sort of became a school and only a school and nothing else.
Yes.
Sort of fancy woodworking that only you can do.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So it's going to be, school projects rolling out regularly, and then that's going to be interlaced with stuff that we're doing for fun, like the mezzanine floor or more furniture-based projects that aren't necessarily tutorials, but more sort of projects to entertain everyone on this channel, or as many as we can.
Yeah. Richard Simmons says, how much will the timber packs be from Surrey Timbers, if you've got any idea?
I can tell you.
Are you just going to go on their website?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But, I mean, the cool thing about this this series now is the fact that you can buy pre-planed timber for the project. So they're selling it for the dovetail box, and they are also, they've just listed material for the cabinet as well. Available in a variety of timbers. In fact, for the cabinet, there's also a premium pack where you can get it in walnut with maple draw sides.
Woo!
Oh, it's very nice.
Any African puduk?
No.
I need to go in there and have a word with them.
You should, really. Yeah. You should.
I do want to take a trip in there soon, just to get some wood for the next.
Yeah, I might buy some more from there, to be honest.
You are struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you what. Shall I just put a link in the
chat? Yeah, do it.
So you can find the packs for the school projects by typing in the URL matteslea.com/project packs. I've made a quick and easy link, but I will type it in for you now.
Please do.
I'm really struggling to get my words out tonight.
You are. What's your percentage like, by the way?
22%.
Yeah, could be worse. I'm at 27.
Okay, this is going to be a fun live stream, isn't it?
Well, you're going to lose it pretty quick. You can use your phone.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Packs. Hopefully that works.
Ben the Cat Guy is from North Yorkshire. He was the person on Instagram who has an OSB passport picture.
He was, yeah.
I had no idea that was a passport picture.
Yeah, it was just a small caption at the bottom.
Because I wondered what was going on with his face.
Yeah, he scribbled it out, and I thought it'd be funnier with a big emoji on it. Yeah. So I put the emoji there for him.
You put the emoji there.
Yeah.
And the scribbled up face makes sense if it's a passport picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, he thought that one through.
Ben the Cat Guy.
Ben the Cat Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is commitment, that. And I'm assuming that he's probably got that passport for a few years. Judging by his age, what he looked like in the photo, or from what I could see from the area that wasn't scribbled out.
How long does the passport look? Well, I don't know anymore based on what the UK's
Well,
in.
I suppose, yeah. It would be a fresh new one, won't it?
It's the blue one, isn't it?
Yeah. I got my passport photo when I must have been 13 or 14, and it was straight after a Nando's. And I've got a bit of Nando's chicken sauce on my face.
Brilliant.
I think it renews, I want to say in 2 years' time. I might be completely wrong at that.
I think it's like 10 years.
Yeah.
I think it's a 10 year.
So
no, you're already beyond that.
Oh, so I would have got it later than that then.
Maybe your passport's out of date. You've just been travelling illegally.
I mean, that's perfectly possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell you what I looked up the other day.
Sorry. Go ahead.
And it's something that I realise now has to somehow sneakily end up in the next video. Is the picture of you after having that kebab.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think I found it, but your face wasn't quite as swollen as I remembered.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, it... But maybe I found the wrong... Maybe your face got swollen twice and I found one of the weaker moments.
So for those of you who are unaware, in the videos that Rob's editing for me at the moment, he's putting in little Easter eggs throughout the video of mugshots of me that he's stolen from Facebook.
And scrolled back a long way to find.
I think there was one... I recognise one of them. There was one of me in the clock. And that was me staring at the camera very close or something, wasn't it?
Yes,
then
very
there was
close
one of me in this doorway.
That
was where I was posing with the chickens with my skateboard.
Wow, well done for noticing that. Yeah. I put that in so much shadow. I was like, is he even going to recognise that it's him?
Yeah, I recognise that. Because
that was like a 3-second ghost.
Yeah,
I was quite proud of that one.
Yeah, I had my skateboard, my DC t-shirt, and loads of chickens in the background. That was in Wales. That
I just can't believe you recognised what that was. Did you pause it and look?
No, I
just knew immediately.
The pose was quite memorable.
Yeah,
because it's just so disgustingly skatery, greasy.
Yeah,
it was awful. But how did I get down that route? Oh yeah, you've been digging, have you? And you found another photo to use.
Well, it's just because I remembered the situation. Because I think I was talking to Becky about kebabs. Because apparently she's never had one from a street vendor. I've never had one from a street vendor. And then I remembered what you had. I was like, well, I've got to find the picture of Matt now with the swollen face. So that should be popping up in the next video. You've just got to spot it.
That is such a bad photo.
Maybe it'll be like, you know that hypnotising. It's not hypnotising. What is it? It's like that brain mind control stuff but like there's an image that flashes like in between frames.
It's like subliminal messaging sort of thing.
I just have that going throughout the video. Every other frame.
Right. Let's have a look at some of these then, shall we? I can't remember where you got to with it.
Oh, I will let you know.
We just get lost, don't we?
We do.
So, I'm seeing a few bits about the podcast in here. We have decided that the name is going to be Other Side of Bertha. We think that's really clever. Obviously, the acronym for that, or it's an acronym for OSB. And it works with the topics that we're going to be covering in the podcast as well. In fact, we're actually going to record a pilot for that tomorrow, aren't we?
I mean, depending on how good the pilot goes, maybe the pilot ends up on YouTube.
Yeah, it could be the pilot. Could be
the pilot for YouTube.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I guess if it's good enough, it can be actual pilot, and we can figure out how to get it on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
But we're going to try it for the first time tomorrow, because obviously normally when we do these kind of talky talk things, we've got you guys to reflect off and talk about subjects, whereas, me and Rob are just going to have to entertain ourselves when we're doing the podcast when it's just us two.
Yeah, and that's scary to say the least.
Mentally challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentally straining.
Yeah.
Just, I feel like I lose IQ just sitting here, just in your presence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suddenly can't measure things properly, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I did. Oh, that was a bad one. Not quite as bad as what you managed, but it was a bad one.
Right. So.
Right. Oh, hashtag woodworking. You asking to get invited onto the podcast? Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah.
Let's get him on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Right, hashtag woodworking. Get over here now. Thank you. See you in a bit.
Come and stand on the mezzanine floor. Should take the weight of 3 of us.
He's a tall guy, though, isn't
he? Yeah, but so am I. Could just duck.
Okay.
It'd be alright. Right. Let's see.
Oh, hashtag woodworking's outside. Lovely.
Is he? Oh, sound.
I swear he's there every week. Like, we step out the workshop, and he's just there with his binoculars right outside the door, and we're like, we've told you to come in multiple times.
The door.
Yeah.
Right, what do you think about Narex tools? I really like Narex tools.
I've never heard of them.
They're
Have you got any?
No, I don't. I think they're made in either England or Czech Republic. Is it Czech Republic?
Difference between those
something
two
like
places.
that. I can't remember. But no, they're very good quality. I really like them. Very good value for money as well. And in fact, I'm probably going to buy a set of the new ones that they've just released. The right there.
Trying to be subtle about it, okay?
I'm just going to watch.
Attention to it.
Workshop Heaven have just released a pack of them called the Narex Richters. Richter. Not entirely sure what's different about them, but they've got a cool logo.
Wait.
So I know you hate it when I buy stuff like that.
Just because yeah.
I mean, a chisel pack called the Richters.
Right.
Sounds quite cool, doesn't it? Narex is a good company. So I need a pack of chisels for Rycotewood instead of borrowing the students' ones all the time. So I'm going to get a fancy pack of them. Yeah, they're very good chisels. If you're looking at getting them, would thoroughly recommend as a starter set or even like an upgrade from.
Oh, we've frozen apparently.
Oh no.
That's very disappointing.
Oh no.
I think the audio's still going.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, would thoroughly recommend. You just go turn it off and on again.
That's exactly what I've done.
There we go. Let's go with that.
It hasn't worked.
Oh no.
You keep going. You keep going.
Okay,
You're allowed to talk. People can hear you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have a look at other comments and all that as well.
Can you hurry up, please?
Yeah. I'm just seeing. Do you still need an American supplier of the project packs? Possibly. Yes, possibly. I'm going to see what the situation is with Surrey Timbers with regards to shipping to America, but obviously it's not going to be very efficient. So, yeah, Adam, if you've got any pointers on that, let me know. Drop me a message via my contact page. I'm very interested in that. How was judging the Cat's Moses Dovetail Challenge? What were your standards on picking a winner? Now that was very difficult. How's it going?
Success.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that challenge was really difficult to judge. Not only for me in picking a winner, but also agreeing between us, like who was worthy of winning that. There was huge prizes to go from that. For me, my criteria wasn't necessarily like how good the joinery was, or how much, how small the gaps or anything like that. What I was looking for was overall design with my criteria and how well things in the design tie together. There was one that I really liked, which was this shaker table. I think it actually won one of the prizes in the end. But the overall theme of it was just it just tied together nicely. There was details on the top that matched details on the legs, and it didn't look like sort of a Mr. Potato Head kind of thing where you just get the body and then you stick these random bits onto it and hope it looks like a piece at the end. Everything was kind of like, it just tied together really nicely, and that's everything was intentional, and that's what I was looking for. It's quite critical, to be fair. It was very critical of me because obviously designing is a very difficult thing, but it was just something that I appreciated in a lot of the pieces that I saw. And there was another one where a guy made a lamp out of a burr. It might have been mallee burr or something like that, and it was dovetailed together. Quite simple, but it was a really original idea, and I really liked it. So
lovely,
it was quite cool. Yeah,
lovely. Jamie Mellors says, "Oh no, Rob must be stressed. It all went black again."
Oh no.
I'm quite impressed you remembered that from the previous live stream. Oh.
Rob goes blind when he's stressed. Just as
only when I'm really stressed. I'm okay otherwise, except for when I have a coronavirus.
And it's not. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Rob's been sneezing a fair bit today, and I've been sneezing a little bit, but his nose has been like Niagara Falls. How much toilet paper did you get through the other day?
Whole roll. That was yesterday. That was a whole roll before 6:30.
Yeah, that's quite worrying.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've got it now. The whole of Tesco's has got it. The office has got it. Mm-hmm. Most of the A3's got it.
Yeah. So you'll see an ad appear on my website soon, advertising for a new cameraman and editor, because it seems like we'll be parting ways with Rob sooner or later.
Yeah, and I think your channel's looking for a new host, because you'll also be dead.
Yeah, I'll also go down with it. Yeah.
What do you mean out of focus, you?
Is it?
Well, apparently, but I don't trust it. I swear they're goofing with me. Goofing. Speaking of tissue.
Sorry, I'm just looking through these comments, but I'm also eating an Easter egg.
No,
What?
not an Easter egg.
Happy day egg.
Yep.
Right, let's have a look. What we got here?
Y'all in the clubhouse, says Deadly Chicken. It looks like it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Like, we had somebody comment on the last video, I think, saying that we've now built a den, essentially, is what we've done up here. And that's exactly what we pretty much wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have you ever sort of been a kid? I mean, everyone's been a kid and just wanted to build.
Have you ever been a kid?
Shut up. I knew you would latch onto that, you annoying person. But be a kid and want to build like a tree house or a den or just something like that. And it's just a lot of fun to be able to do it. Mm-hmm. Actually in person.
On a larger scale where it's not just bed sheets hanging up from your bunk bed.
Yes, although...
Now we've got bed sheets hanging from us from a mezzanine floor.
We literally do. Don't know why you just put that. The only fabric we've got is both bed sheets.
As well.
Yeah. It's rather good.
I've been looking at the... Sorry, this is just responding to the Narex inquiry again. I've been looking at their hornbeam handle set with the steeper bevel, since it's the same price here. With the steeper bevel... I haven't heard of those. Steeper bevel. Huh? Sounds pretty cool. Yeah, well, either way, they'll be very good chisels. I think you'll like them. How do you like your planer thicknesser? Do you think I could go with the cheaper model if I'm just woodworking as a hobby?
Is it all to do with width?
Yeah, it's width, to be honest. You know, my one is a 310mm wide bed. I think the smaller one is 260. So... I have maxed mine out a few times, but it's never necessarily been for projects. It's just because I've cut up a log and I want to see what it looks like, so I've just maxed it out for that reason. But saying that, the larger width does give you a longer bed, which is a better reference surface if you're doing longer components. Most hobbyists will get away with the smaller machine, though. I think you'll be absolutely fine with that. Whether you go for the spiral or the straight knife cutter, completely up to you. But what I will say is I am planning on doing a review on that machine sooner rather than later, because it's had a fair bit of use now, and I think that review will be very very thorough, very informed.
You should also film you replacing or turning around the blades.
Well, that was my other thought with it. You know, this is the first time I'm going to do it. This is how easy it is. I'll shear every head off.
Yeah.
But,
Or cut yourself in the process.
Yeah, no, I do want to do that soon. So hold out a couple of weeks, because I've got pretty much the whole review planned. I just need to actually pull my finger out and film it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Rimus Work says, why did a new video not come out today? In those words. Not those specific words. Because I wasn't here last week, Matt wasn't here last week, so we had no mezzanine floor to release. However, after this live stream, Matt will be releasing the first video of the cabinet build series.
The first video of the second project on the free online woodworking school.
Cabinet build.
Yes.
Yes.
With project packs available at matteslea.com/project packs. Project
Surrey
packs.
Timbers.
Yes, from Surrey Timbers. Project packs being pre-planed timber that you just get delivered straight to your door, cut to size and join it together. And voila, there's your project. It's as simple as that, really. I don't know why we're all faffing around.
It's easy. Moving on.
Yeah.
Since the last time I used my plane, it's gone slightly rusty. How's the best way to clean it up and then stop it from going rusty in the future, says Neil Parker.
I would recommend some abrasive rubbers called Gary Flex blocks. That's Garrrfr. Abrasive rubber. I would recommend one of those. I've just chucked it in the comment section. They do a maroon one. Actually, it might be one R in Gary. I don't know. either way, they do a maroon one which is super fine and it's really good for removing surface rust. If you spray camellia oil on the plane first, or just 3-in-1 or some sort of oil, and then use that rubber, it makes a really nice slurry to kind of remove the rust. And then you can actually just use the camellia oil after that in order to prevent the rust, and it doesn't affect any finishes as well, which is quite nice. So you can leave quite a heavy layer of it on there, plane a piece of wood, and it won't affect anything afterwards. I will also put that in the
chat.
I literally just started typing in the chat. There you go.
Nice.
Sorted. Yeah, it's a really good way of doing it. When I was working at Axminster, one of the regular jobs was removing rust from machines and planes. Yeah, because everything on display had to be sparkling. So like every week.
Oh, Axminster, of course.
Yeah. We just had to go around with my old Gary Flex block and my spray, and it was awful. Like, you think of how many crevices there are in machines, and like bandsaws where you're doing the table and you're scrubbing it and then you punch the blade by accident, but like you've got oily hands. Yeah. And awful.
I'm surprised Axminster doesn't have like humidity regulated spaces to deal with rust better.
Yeah, but it's still it's not necessarily rust in the air, it's when people touch it with their hands and things like that. Greasy people. Literally, I did this machine once, a new table saw, and it was pristine all over, and this guy came over and just went and just greased it with his hands.
I would have done that. Yeah. Kieran Shaw says, what material are you going to fill the OSB at the back with? What sort of a question is that?
How dare he?
How dare he indeed.
Wait, what? This bit?
Yeah, that bit.
I'm going to fill it with TV material.
That's very true, and leave the rest of the OSB as well. Mm-hmm. So, big TV, OSB top bottom. It's all there. TV
with an OSB screensaver.
Lovely. Yes. If we take a picture of that right now, we can crop it, and literally it's like you're seeing through it. Keith Barnes Jr. asked a very interesting question. Do you ever regret getting into YouTube over just woodworking? Do you find yourself spending more time editing the videos over creating?
Sorry, that was a really bad time to eat an Easter egg.
It really was.
Very good question, though.
Yes, a very good question.
Who said that?
Keith Barnes Jr.
Yeah, that's a really cool question. Do I ever regret getting into YouTube over just woodworking? No, not really. There's certainly been times where it's been difficult to motivate myself to get videos out and get editing. I mean, I still get that nowadays because it takes up quite a lot of time. But at the moment, I'm giving myself, where I can, like one day in the workshop a week to just do my own thing without any cameras and without any editing and all that faff, and just doing it for my own enjoyment. Those of you who follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I made myself a turning tool rack the other week. Again, that was just a project that I smashed together in a day, and I actually had my friend with me in the workshop. He was doing something else on the side, and like, there's always that thing inside me thinking like, I should be filming this while I'm making it because it's another video to put out, but then by filming it, you've then got to do the editing, you've then got to get it posted, and like, there's this whole other thing that sort of comes afterward that you just don't really think about as you're filming it, I suppose. So
filming takes time in itself, let alone the added bit.
Yeah, I mean that turning tool rack would take me ages if I was filming it. Yeah, talking through every detail. But don't regret getting into YouTube whatsoever. It's opened me to so many opportunities. I've met amazing people through it. I get to work with one of my friends.
Oh,
yeah. I'm trying to think of someone else I work with.
I knew you were going to do that. Yeah,
I was like,
you're not quick
is there
enough.
A dog that comes into the workshop or something? But no, genuinely, it's given me a lot of great opportunities, and yeah, I mean, I'm very grateful for being here.
Oh, very nice.
It's very good.
Would you say you would do? Oh, it's difficult because it's like a whole different timeline. Would you do as much woodworking if you didn't do YouTube? In the sense of YouTube is in itself like a schedule. It's an appointment. You need to get something produced for YouTube to maintain it, and therefore you always need to be creating.
Yes. Okay.
Without YouTube, there's less of a motivation. So do you think you would have gone down the path of paying clients and then trying to develop a business in the background there?
Oh, as in like getting clients to pay me, you mean?
Yes, yeah, no, of course, yeah.
Paying clients.
Yeah, clients paying you, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about doing that, but I always wanted to keep it a hobby level with woodworking. I didn't want the stress of having to find clients and like, you know, I wanted everything to be under my control, which is why, you know, YouTube is just another way of teaching for me. You know, I could teach face-to-face to students and earn an income through that and then just do cool bits on the side. Or I could do YouTube and rather than teach it face-to-face, which I also do, but, you know, I can just teach it to loads of people and they can... It's easier to distribute that way. So I have no doubt that I would have worked with clients if I hadn't have gone down this route.
Yeah.
But whether I would have enjoyed it or not, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea. But, you know, I'm thinking about going down that route eventually at some point, like taking on commissions every now and then. Once I've got everything that I'm doing now out there and posted, like the school projects and tutorials and all of my knowledge is out there for people to delve into. Yeah. And then, you know, I can take on commissions after that.
And then you can start having fun.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah. Stop talking about the same 4 projects all over again. But yeah. I mean, but even if I was taking commissions, I feel like I'd still put it on YouTube. They'd just have to be prepared that it's going to take a lot longer than normal because I'm going to be sitting here eating Easter eggs and chatting rubbish while they should be building their projects.
That's the one concern. It's like if somebody hires you to do something, and then you're seen just on the live stream, just eating an a Happy Day egg, and just wasting time, but you could be building stuff for the client. It's like I don't know. It shouldn't work like that, but I just wonder if people potentially could think like that. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I think you'd have to be a specific type of person to not only purchase something from you, but also to see the live stream and be thinking, well, you should be building the thing that I purchased from you.
Yeah.
That'd be a very specific, very nasty person.
Very nasty, yeah. Which is exactly why I got into teaching, because I'm scared of that. I don't want people chasing me.
No. Yeah.
But, there we go. Very good question, though, from
That's a fantastic question.
Very good, yeah.
Are you going to make us central? Let's keep that simple.
Yes.
Done.
I don't want to keep that too simple, because if you're coming up to us at Maker Central wearing an OSB t-shirt, then you'll be entered into a competition where you may be able to win an OSB marking knife. So buy your OSB merch now and join the OSB army.
We'll be there both days, and we'll be telling you our location throughout the day and filming it. So if you're there, you'll get on camera.
Yes, and also I'll be doing a talk there and a demonstration at Axminster on one or both of the days. I don't know. It'll be easy for you to find us.
Sorted. Nail Bender says, "Can you turn on super chats yet?" Don't know what super chats is. I feel like we need to look that up. Sounds like a YouTube thing.
Super chats is where money gets donated in the chat in order for a question to pop up.
How do we do this? Let's stop the live stream now.
I showed you it. There was that skateboarding YouTube channel once where they...
Oh, yeah.
People sent in like £10 and they got to request a trick that they want them to try.
Yeah.
They actually did it. It was brilliant.
We need to figure that out.
Send £10 to request me to cut a joint.
Well, no, what we'll do is we'll have a stack of Belvita here, or Walker's Crisps. Send in a £5 and he has to have a whole box of those.
Send it all, please. I'm looking at the pile we've got there thinking, oh.
Yeah, sadly not Belvita, but... Anyways. Someone said something. I'm trying to get through everything here. Yeah. There was a really good comment about... Somebody mentioned piano. I want to bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Who said piano? Other than the OSB piano, I saw that, Kieran. I saw that. It's just always there's an OSB piano somewhere. Avi Pinsky. Oh, of course, yeah. Avi Pinsky says, "Looking forward to the Playing the Thickness to review. Love all your videos and the fact they are so informative. Same goes for Rob's piano videos." Oh, I hadn't seen it. I assumed there was a question in there, but I'll take the praise. Thank you. Yes. I need to chase up on how
you do really, yeah. I've been a bit rubbish with it the past week, but I am slowly getting there.
I finally got the last lesson out.
Did you?
My God. Filmed Christmas Eve.
What?
Yeah. I haven't had the time to edit it.
Christmas Eve?
I know, right? I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've been working on things, all right?
Fair enough. There was one here.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone wanting to start a woodworking YouTube channel now?
Right now.
Yeah, I mean, you've pretty much hit the nail on the head. Literally, just start it now. Don't overthink it. Start posting rubbish. And it will eventually get better. Have a look at my first videos. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. I was making cool projects, but the videos themselves were shocking. And, like, they didn't get a lot of views, but if you stick with it, who knows?
Yeah, you can do two things. You can either literally start right now and post right now, or you can create a video right now, edit a video right now, look back at it and think that was absolute rubbish, let me do that same video again. And you'll suddenly realise that second video is probably 1,000% better than the first one.
Huge.
And so long as you keep doing that, you'll forever get better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's, I can't quite remember it. It's like there's a Japanese word for just continuous, Kaizen, I think it is. Continuous improvement.
Oh.
Yeah, it's I've lived by it. I just heard from it in business once. And it stuck with me. It's the only thing I ever learned. Assuming I got it right.
Yeah.
but like literally, start now. Put it up on YouTube. Doesn't matter whether someone watches it or not, because you can then watch it on YouTube and sort of have a think like, how would another viewer, how would somebody seeing this for the first time perceive it? Is the audio good? Are the video shots good? Are the stuff you're saying, or is the stuff you're saying relevant to what you're doing? Mm-hmm. And is it engaging enough to keep the video flowing? It doesn't need to be a long video. What's like the optimal length of video? 7 or 8 minutes, apparently?
Yeah, apparently. But
on average, across YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're posting stuff that's 40 minutes. It depends. I find that woodworkers, when they watch my videos, they're happy to sit down for longer lengths of time watching them. The only comment I usually get is, unless it's sharpening a chisel, I wish this video was longer. Yeah. Unless when it's sharpening a chisel, they say, why is this 40 minutes?
Yes.
Because I'm explaining everything.
But you can start short mm-hmm. and then see how you can improve things rapidly and then progress from there. And the main thing, we said it last live stream, but see if you can get a microphone. Microphone for your phone or your camera. Don't worry about video quality. Audio's the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually going to add that to.
Yes, Stephen.
What's he done?
He linked Kaizen, a Japanese business philosophy of continuous improvement of working practices, personal efficiency, etc.
Did he put that down as a fun fact?
Well, he didn't even need to say it. It was a fun fact. Thank you, Stephen.
Brilliant. That is good.
Lovely.
It's good to know he's here, moderating for us. What was I going to say? That question about starting a woodworking YouTube channel is something that crops up quite a lot. So I will add it to my blog to-do list.
And a podcast to-do list.
Yeah, and a podcast one. To be honest, like the topics I cover in the blog could also be very good podcast material. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll certainly add that to my blog thing wherever it is on here. Yeah.
Marking knives update, James. They're coming. Take time. Patience.
Yeah, it's
about it, I'm afraid. Deadly Chicken says, make a dovetail box made of Belvita. To be fair, we need to find out how hashtag woodworking put the Belvita in the mallet. Speaking of which, the live stream hasn't seen it. Try and go grab it.
Yes, please. He sent me a sort of
tutorial.
Tutorial, like a log of what he did. Yeah. I should really bring that on here. It was quite a funny story, to be honest. Yeah.
Is that about the floating Belvita?
The floating Belvita. Yeah. Shellfish Clive. Matt, I emailed you about a screen. I can get a 24-inch max that can be wall mounted. I'm assuming that's too small. Let me double check. Rob, is there a tape measure down there?
Yeah, there's a tape measure up here.
Is there?
Unless you took it down.
Yeah, I probably took it down. Oh, don't worry about it.
There's a ruler up here.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah. Oh, wait, it's metric in it. He said 24 inches, which is...
he can deal with that.
600 mil.
This is heavy. This is Thor's hammer.
How would a 600 mil TV be? That's a bit too small, isn't it?
Can he give us the maximum width?
Well,
it'd be easier.
600's there.
Oh, okay. 600's gonna fit. But
yeah,
bigger.
If you got on a little, I don't want to be too, because he is potentially going to give it to us for free.
Well, no,
but we do want to get the right one. I suppose.
I do understand that.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be a choosy beggar.
Yeah,
as they're called. However, ideally, it's all but got to go from side to side. That's what we're sort of thinking.
The gap is 900 mil between the two panels. Which is something 48 inches. I think.
Oh my god, you are so wrong.
Wait, 48? No.
Not
36.
a chance.
36.
I can't do that conversion, but I know for a fact 48 inches is a massive TV.
Yeah, 36 inches.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's have a look.
Lots of stuff going on here.
Yeah, there's quite a lot.
Neil Parker says, Rob, what's the biggest lesson you've learnt from working with Matt? Double check your measurements. Well, I've learned, I know of it. Whether I abide by it, again, I'm making these mistakes now. I'm learning from him how to make mistakes, apparently.
Mm-hmm. I'm very good at that.
Yeah.
How to lose your ear defenders.
How to lose... Yeah, I'm doing that a lot now as well. It's scary. I'm taking after you. It's going downhill.
You were so regimented when you came here, and I've just destroyed you.
Well, the thing is, I put my ear defenders in a nice, easy place that I'm going to remember where I put them. You moved them.
I buried them in Hessium.
Just because you need to take them off the bandsaw, because you need to adjust the bandsaw. No, leave them where they are.
I'm loving this Happy Day egg.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I forgot. Here's the
Oh yeah.
the mallet. Let me get this in focus for you guys. Woo. It's quite difficult to deal with. Let's make it darker. Oh, that's nice. So, let's make it even darker. Talk us through it, Matt.
What's that? Sorry. I don't know if it's frozen again, mate.
What?
It seems to be. Yeah, it's frozen on here.
No way.
Yeah. Just as you were going to show the mallet.
Right.
Turn it off and on again.
That's what I'm trying. Right, do you want to chat while I...
Yeah, I can do that.
Go blind.
Let's see. I did just see one. Matt, I've been gobbling up the books you've recommended. That sounds tasty. Any new good reads lately? I haven't actually been reading a lot of woodworking books, to be honest. I've got an Audible subscription now. Hashtag not an ad. And I've been listening to a audio book called The Chimp Paradox recently. It's been very interesting. There you go. Let's have a look. Wow, that is well dark on here.
Dark? What, the mallet?
Wait, what?
What are you on about?
Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, you darkened it all,
I've
did
done
you?
that. I did that.
Oh,
intentionally.
I see. I didn't realise.
It's cinematic, doesn't it? Talk us through it.
Right, so beach face right in the middle. And then you've got two Valcromat inlays. Valcromat is a high-density fibreboard that James used for the top of his power tool workbench. Exactly the same material that I used, but is orange. On the sides, you've got, of course, OSB, dominoed into the sections in between. And then on the top, which Rob will rotate for you now, there is a mummified Belvita in there, which I didn't realise for at least 3 minutes after opening the mallet because I was just in awe at the outside of it. But that is there to constantly remind us of our affiliation with Belvita. And
it's a beefy thing as well.
It's very beefy. And I really like the shaping on the handle as well. Like, look at that. That detail on the end. I don't know how he came up with it. It's just like a really nice shape. I like it.
It's incredibly ergonomical.
So, yeah.
It's lovely.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
And heavy chamfers on it as well. I appreciate that.
Alright, let's get this back. This is a nightmare to deal with now. Bit blurry, fix that. We're back.
But yeah, with regards to books that I'm reading, I did start reading a book on veneering by Scott Grove. Would have been last year now. Didn't actually properly get through it because I was just sort of reading it or looking at the pictures in it. That was really cool. If you're looking to get into veneering, I'd really recommend that. Scott Grove does some amazing work. He did a talk at Makers Central last year and does this insane thing with like swirly patterns in veneers that just, it looks fake, but it's all made out of real veneer. And it's incredible. And he teaches you how to do it in the book. I think the book is called Advanced Veneering. Yeah, that's one that I'd recommend actually. Very good.
Any more visits to timber suppliers planned? Says Nevo4166.
I'll tell you what. I do need to get back onto Tyler Hardwood's about this.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they've opened the self-selection centre now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, let's get that.
Yeah, it's really good. And yeah, I mean, it's perfect. It was really intimidating for beginners to start with. That in the Surrey Timbers video, in the intro of it, I explained that the first time I went to a sawmill, I made an absolute tit of myself. That sawmill was Tyler Hardwood's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was terrifying.
I'm not surprised you made a tit yourself at that place.
Exactly.
It looks terrifying, even with the other bit that's now been adapted.
Yeah, I mean, I was going there to buy 2 pieces of ash about this long, that wide and that thick, because I wanted to make some jaws for my Moxon vice.
Yeah.
And I went there, I was like, oh, hello, can I have some ash, please? And they're like, how long? Oh, this long. Sort of took me into the warehouse, and it's like these 12-foot lengths of boards. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll have the whole thing. Bear in mind, I was in my little Ford Fiesta at the time. So they had to chainsaw it out for me.
I forgot you had a Ford Fiesta.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was intimidating because I was 16, 17 years old at the time. They're really friendly people there. It's just the environment itself is not very welcoming, but they're a great bunch of staff there. But they've opened a self-selection part now, which makes it really accessible for hobbyists. And I assume cuts down on their offcuts as well, because instead of just chucking them in a scrap wood pile...
Oh, that's sad.
People, oh, yeah, but
when
people will be able to buy them. Yeah. I
Yeah.
have no idea what they did with their scrap wood before.
So, yeah, let's definitely go there. Let's find a few other places. Let's get like 3 or 4 done this year, at least.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
want to get the drone shots going again. I haven't flown it for ages.
I just love that intro where it goes up and you see the view of England, and then...
That was a smooth and silky transition you put in there.
They're really fun to edit. I mean, the intro takes like 3 hours as it is, but it's amazing.
I mean, wasn't it the Blazing Trees intro, you had the floating title as we came down as well?
Yeah,
that was
incredible. Yeah, it was so fun.
That was difficult to fly. Oh, yeah, and flying over the top of your car as you drove along.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to match that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very cool.
It's good stuff.
But yeah, Tyler Harper's is one that I'm going to chase. Also, English Woodlands Timber in... I think they were in Sussex. They were definitely interested in it, but they were having work done on their sawmill at the time, so we weren't able to do it. So that's another one. Very similar to Tyler Hardwood's, actually, but a very nice sawmill as well. So yeah.
Ben Mouter says, now I know why you've been called Fatty Matty. Watch your fingers. You spent the last 15 minutes just fiddling with chocolate in your fingers, like not eating it. Your thumbs are so covered in chocolate.
No, not. That's dye, mate.
That is not dye. Is it?
It's dye. Didn't come off.
How the hell did that not melt in your fingers? It melts on mine instantly. You're literally just fiddling with them for ages. Doesn't stop you being Fatty Matty, though.
I'm a slim man.
You are. Hello to the new viewers who've come across. For sure. We're around 190 at the moment, which is rather nice. If you haven't liked the video already, just go do it. Go do it. We're going to be here for quite some time yet, I think.
Yeah.
Just to force you into it.
Oh no.
Tim Scott says, hello, have you missed me?
Well,
Yeah, I sort of missed you.
I've got the last bit in my egg, and then after that, I'm done. I'm sorted.
Yeah? You sorted? What's your battery life at?
5%.
Would you like some power? I'm at 43.
Okay. Yeah, go on then.
If the live stream goes down, it's his fault.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Do you ever feel like you have too many... Oh, it's another one from Keith.
Keith? He's on the questions, to be fair.
Do you ever feel like you have too many options? Turning, hand tools, power tools, epoxy, etc. I hear turners their own thing, and the Rob Cosmans of the world who are hand tools only. Thoughts? Yeah, very easy for me to become overwhelmed when I walk into the workshop. You know, what do I do today? What do I want to do today? And what do I need to do today? Those kind of things. So that's kind of, again, linking back to your previous question, that's why I have the Saturdays free in the workshop, or the that one day a week where I'm not filming or anything, because it just allows me to come in here and look at all my machines and think, what do I actually want to do today, without the what's the word for it? Without the need to film it or anything like that, or like need pressure. To be without the pressure. But a lot of it comes down to
frozen again.
Oh dear.
It's not having a good one.
No, but a lot of it comes down to just my lack of time in the workshop as well. I only get like 2.5 days in here a week, which is a real pain. So I mean, once I eventually get down to like 5 or 6 days a week in here, then that will obviously be a lot easier.
I should be coming back very shortly. There we go. Sorted. Why has Matt stopped teaching the evening classes at Rycotewood, please? I wanted to learn from him in person again. Because he's selfish. He's lazy. Just, like, to motivate him to do anything, it's crazy.
That's so mean.
Am I wrong?
No, I'm very selfish.
Go on then. What's the truth?
What is the truth? Who asked that?
Shrenik.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Why don't you stop teaching the evening classes? Basically...
The lawsuit.
The lawsuit, yeah. Yeah, that guy chopped off his hand. Oof.
Twice?
Twice, yeah. He chopped off the same hand twice.
Oh.
Unbelievable. That didn't happen. Because I get to Rycotewood at like 8 in the morning, teach all day, which is tiresome. And then I've got 2.5 hours after that teaching to, get some food in me, refresh, and then I've got another 2.5 hour evening class after that, finishing at 9 o'clock, but then I'm not usually out the door by 9:30. So it means it's usually a 13.5 hour day in that building, 2 days a week, which it was 3 days a week at one point as well.
Ooh.
And I did a solid run with it, did it for a long time, but if you go back and watch my videos when I was making the power tool workbench, at that time I was working at Axminster on weekends. I was at Rycotewood 3 days a week. 2 of those days I was there 13.5 hours each day. Thursday and Friday I was in the workshop filming and editing videos, and in the evenings I would sometimes come back to the workshop to film videos like after Axminster and after Rycotewood, because I was needing to build the power tool bench. And if you see my face in those videos, I just look dead. Straight up dead.
And to think he looks dead now.
Yeah, I mean, shocking. Like eye bags and bad skin, everything. Shocking. So
didn't your nan send you a message?
Yeah, my nan. Yeah, she did. Bless her.
You need more sleep.
Yeah.
Tim says, Matt, you're an idiot. No, I'm joking. It doesn't say that bit. That's me. That's all me. To make some extra cash, would you consider a small class in your workshop? Maybe 3 peeps doing some simple joinery. I could have gone anywhere, but no.
Yeah. I've just not really got the space to do it. I've got one bench.
That's true.
And one vice. Yeah, although saying that, I am looking at, or I am in contact with Axminster about doing a course at their skill centre in summer, sort of late August or something like that. So that'll be up on the website soon. But in the workshop, it's just not really fit for it. I know Tim's visited, but yeah, I'd want everyone to have access to their own bench and their own vice and everything. And I'm not sure here would be too suitable for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a fair point.
Not to mention the yard outside's not the most welcoming place to turn into, is it?
They get to see the shed as they come in.
Yeah, exactly. Which is still standing.
Yeah, but to think it ever stopped stuff in it freezing.
Yeah. Hey, that's not our problem. They asked for a shed. We built a shed.
Fair point. Okay,
Yeah,
that's true.
Exactly. How's Neil doing at Rycotewood? Neil is doing some insane stuff at Rycotewood at the moment.
Who's Neil?
He is a older student. We say older student, he's a mature student, so not 16 or 18. He is making the cabinet that I'll be teaching on the free online woodworking school starting tonight, and he has started putting hidden mechanisms in it.
Ooh.
And it's mental. It is absolutely mental. It's quite funny because he's kind of made it up as he goes along. He obviously planned some bits of it, but yeah, it's like to open the door you have to either push the drawer or pull the drawer or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, it just releases the door. It's got this amazing Vitruvian Man veneer happening on the front.
Very cool.
It's insane. He's actually got an Instagram profile. It's Wood Scrape, one word. Yeah, go and have a look at it. Yeah, in fact, I might see if he's got his stuff on there, and I'll just put a link in the description because it's insane stuff. It's insane.
Tim, that shed is a masterpiece of engineering. How dare you even suggest that it could possibly fall down? It's rock solid. It's rock solid. You could probably... I don't know if it's a bit bit brash to say, but you could probably survive a nuclear fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. The zombies would not want to attack that.
No, exactly. Just the orange is putting them off straight away. Mm-hmm. It's very hashtag woodworking now, I think about it.
Yeah, isn't it? Bright orange.
It is.
Yeah.
Just on it.
Is it because you also missed your train home a few times too? Yes, that was also the other reason I don't do it. There was one night, it was so annoying. I missed the train to start with.
Yeah.
Half hour till the next one, then got cancelled. Hour wait till the next one. It was like 11 o'clock.
When I first started teaching piano, for my first 2 or 3 students, I got the train to their houses. Yeah. So from Guildford to like Horsley, and I was just... So it's a 20-25 minute train normally, plus a walk.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this just for a couple of students, and it's earning me more than I did at home base, which is ridiculous. But it's just like they're sitting around waiting for the train, and then you've talked to the parent of the student for a little bit too long, and you miss the train.
Oh yeah.
I think it was my first or my second time teaching one particular student. They lived in a very, very fancy private neighbourhood, and of course I walked into there. Well, it was light. By the time I'd finished teaching, it was dark. It was a maze. My phone died.
Okay.
So I had no way of knowing how to get out of there. And I was sort of just wandering around hoping for the best, completely lost. And I just happened to shout at some guy and just said, hey, could you tell me could you tell me the way out of here? I'm actually quite lost. And he said, well, I don't actually live here. I was like, okay. And he said, well, do you want me to give you a lift? Yeah. I just got in his car. He gave me a lift straight to the station. It was brilliant, and I got an earlier train because of it. If in doubt, always get in a stranger's car. No, don't do that. But I did do it, and I didn't think about it until I got home and my housemates mocked me for it.
That's literally what your parents tell you, Rob.
Yeah, but it was parked at somebody's house.
No, I don't live here. I don't know the place. I'm just having a mooch around looking for people to pick up. I don't know why he
said, I don't live here.
I'm just driving around
at
what time
to be
at night?
fair, it's probably 8 p.m.
Oh, okay, not too bad.
No, it's not horrific.
It's not quite, yeah.
No, and...
It's not quite Peter clock. Do you like that?
I did.
Yeah.
I don't think you should ever repeat it.
That'll be on the quote one.
Yeah, there you go. We should have a moving, rotating quote each week.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah, missing trains is a pain.
Yeah.
Or trains in general are a pain.
I don't mind trains, to be honest. I quite like. After having to commute to Bristol each week to see my girlfriend an hour each way, I hate driving with a passion and just staring at the road for that long. Whereas on a train, at least I can do things. Someone else is moving the thing for me and I don't have to steer it.
There is a flip side. But do you have a table when you get on the train?
I fight for the table.
Okay.
Elbows out, even if there's someone on there. I don't normally sit next to people on the train. I like to give people their space. Unless it's a table. That's mine.
Yeah.
On there. Elbows out. I'm not usually that bad, but yeah.
No, it makes sense. It's. I would prefer trains a lot more if there were a lot more tables. If there was a fold-up table in front of you.
There is on most of them. Well, at least the ones I get.
Well, not on the ones that I get then.
You probably get the local ones, don't you? So.
Well, I'm thinking Guildford to Waterloo. But normally they're so packed as well.
Are they the cross-country ones? Because they smell of poo.
Think so, yeah. There's definitely been a bit of that.
I hate those trains. Absolutely. I don't know how they managed to vent the smell of the toilets through the whole carriage, but they do it miraculously. It's amazing. I hate those trains so much.
James Turnbull says, question, do you think Makers Central will be affected by the coronavirus? That's a really good question, actually.
I don't know.
But we'll be going nonetheless.
Yeah.
We want to spread it. No, we don't want to spread it. It's just like, we'll just go anyway.
I don't know. Ask Nick Zametti about that.
Is he the main guy?
The organiser of it, yeah. I mean, it'll be fine.
It's a really interesting question, though. Considering a number of cases and how it's going up and how people are panicking.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon though, you just got to collect them all, innit?
You're not good
Here's
for
my
these
philosophy
questions.
on this whole virus thing. I said this
You're
to you
saying
earlier.
this to 204 people, so you're aware.
Right, okay.
90 likes on this, 201. It's gone down. You're already wrecking it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, here's your policy.
It's fine to say on...
Here's your policy. Let's hear
My
it.
policy is get the virus early, and then, because if you get it now, there's quite a lot of medical attention going around, you know. You get quarantined. You've got God knows how many nurses and doctors looking after you. And, you know, in 3-4 weeks, I don't know how long it takes to come out of it.
It's 2 weeks of quarantine.
2 weeks, is it? Okay. And then in 2 weeks' time, you come out. Meanwhile, everyone else, they're fighting to get into those hospitals. And you're there. Immune system's fought it. Knows how to fight back. Sorted. So, sharing's caring, Rob. Come on. Send it this way.
You've already got it. You've long since got it. Matt, you should fix the links on your website. Half of them point to the Matty1 site. What?
Oh, I've had a real nightmare with that recently.
Well, it hasn't crossed over properly.
No, I thought it would. I thought they were all automatic ones, but they weren't. Yeah, I'm going through each and every page.
Oh, no.
Linked. Yeah.
So like buttons. Are they not going back? They're just going back to Matty1 instead of... Oh, my God.
I put them as dynamic links. So they should have technically changed, but that changes if you change the name of the page and things like that. It doesn't change if you change your whole domain, which I did.
Interesting. Never thought of that.
Yeah.
Has anyone noticed you can't buy dust masks anymore? I'm not surprised. However, apparently... they do next to nothing for this virus, so it's irrelevant.
Well, yeah, obviously there are certain masks that people wear, like, you know, doctors wear them when they're doing surgery and things like that.
Well,
but most people are just buying PP2 dust masks, which can't even protect against MDF.
Yeah, so Becky was talking about this. Becky, girlfriend, she's a vet, and she was talking to her parents about masks because they're going to go on holiday to potential areas that may have the coronavirus as well, which is lovely. And apparently, okay, she can get hold of them, but if you wear them for more than 20 minutes, they've sort of lost the filter. Anyway,
really?
And it's like over. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And I've also read that it's if you have the virus, you're the person who should be wearing the mask. It's not the other way around.
Right, okay.
Because there's not enough masks to cover everyone else, so it
Yeah.
should be the people having the coronavirus to stop it.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that I'm a complete medical expert.
Here we are giving everyone advice. I'm telling everyone to get the virus early. So once you get it, put your mask on.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me. Yeah.
Yeah, Nail Bender says the doctors wear them to protect the patient, not themselves. Yeah, it makes sense.
That's
yeah.
cool. Didn't know that. Quick question. In the online box making video, marking out dovetails, Rob used a pencil/ruler. Is there a special formula you need to follow?
In the online school box making video, marking out dovetails.
Rob used a pencil and ruler. Why would you have done that, Rob?
It's a long time ago since I made this box.
Actually, you would have done the penciled angles, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And you would have used the saddle marker for it, the angled one. Tell you what, you were probably marking the spacing on the end grain. So, yeah, you would have just been measuring in from either side, measuring the halfway point, getting the size. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Can't remember. Look. Honestly, making that box, Matt didn't help me unless I specifically asked him, and then you'll see in the videos if that happened. But go to Matt's tutorials and just see what he says at whatever point of the video you're suggesting that, because I can't remember. Are you searching it up?
No. I was just replying to someone in the comments who's asking about the wood for the box be out. It's out already. Yeah. Good morning from a country who has run out of toilet roll. Lol. That's what the shower's for.
You're not helping this.
It's great.
Oh.
Yeah,
people are panic buying, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we panic bought earlier.
What, just because we were hungry?
Yeah.
we bought Happy Day eggs, crisps.
We were panic buying because we didn't know when we'd be having dinner. So we just bought so much. Yeah.
Frozen Monkey says real men use a hose in the garden.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Or the Karcher.
Oh.
Cut you in half, wouldn't it?
I think that's...
Yeah.
Isn't there like a serious problem like jumping off of boats? If you jump off a boat and the speed that you hit the water Obviously, it's bad for you anyway. It feels like concrete, but the water just rushes straight up you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just because it's just so quick.
Oh.
I swear I heard that, but let's not go into it.
So belly flop.
If in doubt, belly flop and shatter your organs. There you go.
So every time I try and dive, it's a belly flop anyway.
Never seen you dive. Need to get that in slow-mo. James Taylor says, ever have any guests on the live stream? We only had one.
We had Tim, didn't we?
We had Tim. Stephen's technically been around, but he's not a guest. He just exists.
He's our moderator.
He's not listening.
He moderates. He's not a very good moderator if he's not listening.
We shall see.
We shall see. Stephen.
But we did have Tim. We had Tim Scott 2000 on the live stream to tell us we were overcomplicating things.
Felt more of that expanding foam in my hair.
That's the original stuff that was in your hair. You never got it out. There you go. That's
wow, there's loads of it.
Yeah, I took a picture. I showed you the picture.
Yeah, but I didn't get a perspective from the picture. I took a lot of hair out of that as well.
You did. Well done, you. Oh, no, Stephen's in the chat. Well done, you, Stephen.
Hey,
well done.
Favourite brand of router bits, carbide or high-speed steel? I'm using Freud bits at the moment, and they are amazing.
Lovely.
They're very good. Although I really want to try the ones that Jonathan Katz-Moses is advertising at the moment. I think they're from Bits and Bits or something like that.
Bits and Bits.
Yeah, they look insane. But yeah, mine are Freud. Freud. There you go.
Tim Scott says, I wasn't a guest. A guest is asked. I just arrived.
He did, yeah.
It's not wrong. Not wrong.
A line of people waiting outside our door.
Yeah. Robert Hamill says, have you ever watched one of Adam Savage's videos? And if you so did... Oh, and if so, did it inspire you to make something that you use?
I wouldn't say it inspired me to make something that I use, but I have watched a lot of Adam Savage's videos.
Mythbuster, yeah?
Yeah. I saw one recently that he made, but I can't remember.
Is that the one with the dog? Robot dog?
No, I don't
Because he's just
think so.
bought the one from Boston Dynamics.
Has he?
I think it's Spot, is it? I might be wrong.
Oh, wow.
Because you can buy them now.
God.
And he's programming it to do things. I think the latest thing he did was he programmed it to be his horse in a rickshaw.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did see it. Yeah, I saw something for that on Instagram.
Yeah. I haven't watched the video. I just spotted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one video that I remember from his channel once, and it went viral in the woodworking community for all the bad reasons, because Adam was away for a week or something like that. So his camera crew decided to make a project in the workshop.
Oh yeah.
Now imagine if I was away and I let you loose in the workshop without having ever, you've used some tools here. You've used the miter saw, bandsaw. Imagine if you were just in here and you've seen me use them, but you haven't necessarily had training. And you tried to make your headphone rack, for example, and it involved the use of the router table, for example.
Oh my god!
It was terrifying.
Oh my god!
The things he was doing. I mean, to be fair, he got it together at the end, but he got so much flack for it because
I assume they've deleted the video since.
No, I think it's still up. I think they've kept it up as a sort of
what not to do.
Yeah, they did a summary at the end.
Yeah.
Saying about what he could have done better and things like that. So it was kind of like, this is not an instructional video. Yeah. Much like the Mezzanine Floor series, to be fair.
Fair point.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember watching that one and it was just cringeworthy. And actually, to be fair, I didn't comment on it. I didn't give him hate or anything like that. So I thought, you know what, it's just a guy having a crack. And if he has injured himself, he's already done it by now. So there's no point in me giving him hate for it. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. It's just like one bit he had the bit was poking out the router table, taking off a huge cut, and he had this board of plywood just balancing it on there, like trying to plunge it through to cut a finger joint. It was like breaking out and catching.
Surely you would have just searched up some base it's a bladed thing that could literally tear you apart if you use it.
Thing is, with router tables, it's like just as an example, there's so many things that can go wrong with it and so many different things you can do on them that it's hard to find specific advice for what you want. And if he was searching for how to cut a finger joint in the edge of a piece of plywood specific to exactly what he needed, you won't find that anywhere because it's just.
Did he manage it?
Yeah, he got it out in the end. I can't remember how he did it. I think it might have been done on the bandsaw in the end. But yeah, it was insane. I think Mark Spagnolo, the wood whisperer, commented on it as well, sort of trying to defend the guy, saying, he's just having a crack at it, which is fair enough. Like, because the safety police really hit hard in that video, really hit hard. But he got it together at the end. It was a fair crack.
Yeah, it's very easy to judge that sort of stuff, isn't it? But then, at least he was interested to even try doing it in the first place. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he had some free time, made the most of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Afraid we don't have a link to the video. There you go. We don't. Stephen might find it. Stephen, search for this video that you don't know anything about. Unless Matt's going to do it.
I'll do it.
Louis Lear. Oh, I've just seen Stephen's response. Okay. Louis Lear says, what is Rob's role / position on this team? Business partner? ? Cameraman? Other. Stephen goes, lover. Great. Thank you, Stephen. What am I, Matt?
What are you?
What am I in this relationship?
You are the... What was it? It was either the giver or receiver.
Depends on if it's morning or afternoon. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. It depends if you are
I've
on
eaten.
top or below. Or if you've eaten, yeah. Yeah, it's either that. Of course, referring to the balustrades that we were doing the other week.
Yes, 2 weeks ago.
I have found the video.
Why don't you put it in the chat? I am fundamentally the videographer who likes to get in the videos himself, likes to take Matt down a peg or two, likes to take down the channel a peg or two. I mean, I'm not very helpful for this channel. That being said, Mezzanine Floor wouldn't exist without me. Not sure people would appreciate that, but I love it. And 2, Belvita wouldn't exist without me.
Belvita wouldn't exist, and...
It's about all I can account my life to so far.
I would be a hell of a lot more stressed if you weren't here.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, yeah. Like, I haven't had to edit a lot of my videos recently because, it's just... I remember having to go back home each night and just thinking, I want to sit in front of the TV, but no.
Got to get this done.
Yeah. So, it is good.
No. Let's not go into this chat. I enjoy your presence in the video, by the way. Thank you, Louis.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good.
I enjoy my presence too.
Speak for
I'd
yourself.
like to hide.
What?
What? Shall I just pass this live stream over to you, see if you can control it? And do
Yeah, I'll know how to turn it off
that's
and
a good
everything.
point. This live stream wouldn't exist without my existence. As soon as I'm not here, even if Matt's in the workshop, he's got no clue how to start it or get it going. It would just be on your phone, wouldn't it?
I'm the talent. I don't need to know anything
I
else.
see. You're the talent.
Yeah.
I need to stop. Recently, I've cut out so many of your mistakes just because I thought I can't deal with people's comments based on these mistakes. But I need to put them back in again. I need to bring you back down.
I mean, the expanding foam earlier was quite a good one. The fact that I got it on my head.
It's such a shame that more didn't end up. There was a massive chunk of expanding foam that we'd put in the ceiling. That was if this is the ceiling, Matt had injected it up there, it expanded, it was about here, as Matt's head is directly underneath it, and he's got no clue how big it's got. Why the hell didn't I just whack it down?
Just swipe it off, yeah. Go, slap it on the head.
Oh my god. Thing is, that probably would have had to leave you having a very severe haircut.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it was
That
bad.
would have been the nastiest thing I'd ever done.
Yeah, I'd have had to just get a ball patch cut out of the top. But yeah.
Oh my god.
That I don't know. The bitumen was bad when I had that at the time, but I found that I could get rid of it using baby oil in my hair.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't realise that I was actually using aloe vera scented baby oil, so I just smelled of aloe vera for the next few days.
Well, that's all right then.
It really wasn't, not when you're smelling it constantly. And it was like a weird mix of baby oil and aloe vera.
Yeah.
Going on there, are you?
Sorry, I'm at 8%.
8%? Oh, blimey. Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of things with this.
You're alright, yeah, I'm on 24 now.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
Give me power. And where did you say? I think Louis said, "Can I come to the wedding?" Of course you can, Louis. Special invite. And yes, we both have girlfriends, Neil, but who's to say we're monogamous? Is that the word?
I've got no idea on what things are at the moment. No.
Polyamorous.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, I don't know really. Yeah, each their own. We're one of them, but I don't know what it is.
No, careful which way around you go.
Rob is the general of the OSB army.
I would be if I had more OSB merchandise to wear. I've got that one crappy shirt that isn't being sold, by the way, that exists. The one you're wearing, actually. Was that the crappy one, or was that...
No, that's the good one.
Oh, that's the good one.
I think I might have got rid of the rubbish one.
You've got... Why am I the only one wearing the crappy one, then? I'm the only one in existence with this crappy OSB shirt.
Because you haven't bought one
I got it... Oh. Right.
You don't...
We're frozen. Frozen. What is up with this? Can you just invest some more money into your equipment?
Yeah.
No, my equipment. Invest more money into my equipment. Thank you. Yes, we're back.
There we go.
Will be.
Let's have a look. Come on. Will you get a Dremel? No, not really. I don't really.
They're so tiny.
Like they're good for cutting off screw heads and stuff like that, and little bits. But I'd never really have a need for it, to be honest. Let's see.
What's the video about? Don't get it, Caroline. This video, it's a live stream about a guy who does woodworking videos on YouTube. I think that's about it.
Yep. There you go.
Rob is slacking on his job. Not true. If I was slacking, you wouldn't get the video back.
Oh, Tim said it happened when you unplugged the power and replugged the power. Unplug the power.
That would have happened. No, it would have happened a long time ago. I would have thought.
So. Any opinions, feelings on restoring old planes versus buying new ones? I love the idea of restoring old planes. I'm just not patient enough to do it, hence why I tend to buy new ones. But when I buy new ones, I try and buy anything, I don't know, a premium quality tool that's not only going to work well, but supports a company that I believe in. Lee Nielsen, Veritas. You all right?
Yeah, sorry, continue. I'll make my comment in a moment. Continue.
Okay. I like to do that. In fact, that is another blog post that I am currently in the process of writing, which is why I buy expensive tools. It's quite a cool one. Yeah. But it comes down to money. If you're going to buy a new tool, don't buy a cheap new tool, especially like you can sometimes get away with it being chisels and stuff like that. The material might be a bit soft, the steel might be a bit soft, but it'll be alright. If it's a plane with lots of moving parts, you can have a nightmare, so get an old one and do it up.
Caroline says she hates the video.
Oh, thanks, Caroline.
That wasn't very nice, Caroline.
Where is Caroline?
Well, she was higher up. I don't know if she's still here, but that was not nice. Thank you.
It's good.
But
don't forget to dislike.
Yes, please. What I was going to say, when I was standing there seeing the sheets on the wall, it looks like plastic. It looks like we just stuck up plastic on the wall.
Oh,
so
it does,
weird
It's that sort of slight shininess to
it.
Yeah.
That's so perfect. You did a great job on them, to be fair.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Matt, do you brand your work? I can't recall seeing your brand. No, I don't, but I saw Nick Zametti recently, and he got a brand from Von Hank. I think it was a brand. No, it wasn't a brand. It was a plaque, little plaques that you drill into and insert into your pieces, and they looked awesome. And not only that, it had his signature and also a number on it. Oh, is that time to take your medicine?
My drugs, yeah.
And it had a little number in there saying, like, you know, what piece it was that he'd made. So he bought a pencil ukulele that he made recently, and it had his little plaque maker's mark in there and a number on it. So I think I'll probably get those rather than a brand. I think that's more my style, because I'll definitely just overcook things and make my wood well done. So,
Shrenick says, Rob, have you bought any woodworking tools of your own since you had a proper go at woodworking? I'm afraid I haven't. I genuinely would love to. I genuinely would. Sadly, given... I mean, where I live, I could probably buy some woodworking tools and do some woodworking. I have done in the past some very bad projects. However, like the time I've got between travelling around doing various jobs and editing and all this different stuff I do, it just can't happen. So in the future, yes, I will definitely get woodworking tools and probably do some of my own projects. But for the foreseeable future, which is probably the next 25 years, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Bit sad.
Just seen someone in the comments getting Tim Scott mixed up with Tom Scott.
Yeah.
Tim, if you haven't watched Tom Scott, his videos are brilliant. It's like the most amazing useless facts you'll ever see.
Yeah. I was literally saying to Matt earlier, there's a really weird coincidence with Tom Scott's latest video on this laser guy doing things. I recognised the surname of a guy in the video, and it just happened to be a brother of a guy I work with. It's like, what are the chances? Tom Scott working with this guy that I happen to be watching right now. Yeah.
Very weird.
Why do I need to buy any woodworking tools when I've got all of Matt's? It's a good point. Exactly. He doesn't even realise he's losing them over time. Just over just one chisel at a time, one tape measure at a time.
Losing it, and it's replaced with a sticker.
Yeah.
No.
That would be quite fun.
No, it wouldn't.
It would be, because you would never know, because you never look where the tool should have been in the first place. I organised all of your talks bits.
Oh, it's another thing that Rob does, yeah.
Organised.
Yeah, he cleans up after me.
I'm a big fan of things being exactly where they should always be, because that makes things so incredibly efficient.
So am I.
No, you're not.
I am.
So, don't even go there.
I will address this afterwards.
Yes. Okay, so Torx bits are always a massive pain, because you've either got a T15, 20, 25, 30, whatever, and building the mezzanine floor, the amount of time we spent, I dread to think if we added up, the amount of time we spent looking for a certain bit, because Matt had put it down somewhere, or put a little packet down somewhere that had them all in, not in its usual place. So I thought, right, I'm going to open this little metal tin, I'm going to organise them. So it's got a T15, set of 3. I put 3 T15s in there, 3 20s, 3 25s, 3 30s, posi head bits, everything in this lovely little container that hadn't been able to close ever since I started working here, because he had shoved some down the back of it. I fixed that, sorted it all out, and then a week later, half of them were gone. He didn't put them back. I since looked at it today, and I mean, it was weeks ago that I did it, but I hoped he might have just kept up. But no, I looked at it today, and there's not a single Torx head in there.
Couldn't find anything.
There was one posi bit. What use is that?
I used a posi bit today.
From that tin?
Nah, I found it.
You just
I found
found
the
it.
desk up here.
So,
The only reason I used the posi was because I found it.
so, where is your argument to say you're neat and organised?
I love being neat and organised. I love the thought of it.
He lied.
In fact, when I was told to tidy my room and stuff as a kid, I would actually quite enjoy the process of tidying it up and making sure everything is square, and everything that I didn't know where and to go, I just shoved it under the bed. You know, we've all been there.
Yeah.
What I'm very bad at doing is maintaining. I'm very good at tidying. You've been in my workshop when it's spotless before. I've cleaned behind my woodpile before. But I just can't maintain it. I mean, look at it down there now. I mean, the fact that we tried to get that board out vertically earlier doesn't really do much for it.
I really should film that. That was a big mistake.
Well, we got security, haven't we?
Yeah, you don't know how to get the video off of it.
Oh, hang on, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
No.
If you think about it.
But, yeah, I love being tidy, but I'm just very bad at maintaining it.
Danny France says, mate, you sound like an actual nightmare to work with. You have no doubt. Like, somehow, this guy, he's got a workshop, he's got machines, somehow people following him on YouTube, give him money on Patreon, give him money for his knives, do all these sorts of things. Listen, 201 of you are listening with 100 likes to this live stream, based on this guy who 90% of the time is searching for a tape measure. He only owns 2 at this point. I'm sure he had 5 when I first started working here.
I had so many.
He's down to 2. One's a 3-metre one, and one's a 5-metre one that's so chunky you can't use it. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand how you get anything done with the amount of searching that you do.
Because every now and then I do remember where I've put things. Like, you know, I've got a path ruler that I used to lay out the holes on the top of the workbench. I normally hang them up by the workbench.
Yeah.
I've only got one there at the moment because the other one is outside the front of the workshop, laying on the floor.
Yeah, that was me. Okay, fine.
That was you.
Yeah,
But I haven't picked it up yet because I know it's there. It's like, what was that thing that was stored under my power tool workbench a few weeks ago?
Your tape measure.
My tape measure.
You didn't know it was there because you spent a lot of time earlier looking for a tape measure.
Yeah, I
and
saw
then
it
I happened
there,
to find
and
it.
I thought, yeah, I'll pick that up later. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. I know where most things are, apart from Torx bits. And hole saws, apparently, that we thought were missing for weeks. And it turns out they were just in a cabinet.
In a cabinet that, in fact, I think both you and I searched.
Yeah.
Just the fury inside, it hurts. It's difficult.
Rob be exposing Matt.
Yeah.
I know I'm an absolute liability to work with. I am shocking.
And just to think, like, I try and expose him on camera. But sometimes I feel like the mistakes he makes are so bad and so stupid that I don't actually put them in the videos because I worry for what the comments are going to say. Because I value my job. So, yeah.
You love it here. It's like a constant game of Where's Wally?
It really is. Yeah. There. Every time.
Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Let's have a look. Rob, make an outtake reel. You did say about that, didn't you? Making an outtake thing.
I should do. Okay, from now on, anything that I think shouldn't be in the video, I'll put in the outtake video, knowing full well it's going to be the worst thing that anyone's ever seen.
When will you be making a video making something from metal on lathe? Matt, when will be video making something from metal on lathe? Okay. Said this on a previous live stream. I found a really cool mallet from a leatherworking supplier that I really want to make at some point, and that will most likely be a metalworking. There's going to be metalworking elements in it. With regards to Turning Tuesday, again, a question that's being fired a lot. I ran out of ideas for the last batch of videos that I did throughout 2019, but what I'm thinking of doing this year is actually filming Turning Tuesday in seasons. So there's no obligation for me to constantly come up with a new idea every single week for an infinite amount of time. I'm not making a bloody wand. It's a stick. Go into the bush outside, and in fact, stay there. What was I saying? I want to film Turning Tuesday in season, so all I've got to do is come up with 10 ideas roughly, and they will run sort of for 10 videos every week, and then after that I'll have a short break to think of another 10 videos, because like otherwise I'm just doing a bowl every week, which is great fun.
Let us know what you think about doing a Harry Potter season. Do a wand of every character, carved by hand. Today
I'm turning a cauldron so I can make something to dissolve Robin.
No, it wouldn't work. It'd just leak. I know what you're like. You made a goblet and that leaks, let alone a cauldron.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one, yeah. That was also because I tried to drink some hot coffee out of it.
Stephen went, hey, I made a wand. What did you... I mean, you made a...
You standard a stick.
Made a stubby little thing.
To be fair, he did make use of my exploded bowls, though, didn't he?
He did, to be fair. Yeah. Stephen's a hoarder for Matt's broken project.
What? What have you seen?
Stephen just shouting, yes, I did. Made a wand.
Let's see. What else have we got here?
What did you used to do on 2 Minute Tuesday? Nini says you could do 2 Minute Tuesday again. What was that?
That was sort of like short, quick tips for woodworking. So it was like how to make a protrusion stop for your honing guide. When it comes to sharpening, I did that for one of them. I did another 2 Minute Tuesday where I made a wooden plane blade and tried to plane wood with a wooden plane blade.
How'd it go?
Didn't work.
Oh, that's
I've still got the plane blade. It's in one of the cabinets below.
What if you made it out of lignum vitae?
I did make it from lignum vitae.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't work.
What wood did you use it against?
ash.
Is that quite a soft wood?
No, it's quite hard to be fair. A little wispy
done it against
of
poplar?
something. Yeah, like a little wisp of something came off and then it just went.
Yeah.
And the other one was, what did I do? What was it? How to make the rudimentary shooting board if you don't have a shooting board, but all you've got is 2 scrap pieces of material and a clamp. You all right?
Yeah, it's frozen.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm just going to do my job that you can't do, which is unplug, plug back in again, turn camera off, turn camera on again.
Boom. You see the comment from Cecil here saying, don't joke about a wand. Oh, hello.
Had to make one for frozen, was it?
Had to make one for my daughter for World Book Day.
Yes, that's nice. Make one for your daughter. Anyways, could you imagine?
What?
Pod Pub says, Rob, do you have a day job? I don't really have a day job now that I think about it.
No.
I just have multiple jobs that I'm doing all the time. So Scrounges, do I?
What?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, look forward to next week's video from Matt's channel. Who knows where that goes? Anyway, well, I do a lot of the video stuff. So obviously I'm here a day and a half a week. I also teach piano. That's my next main thing. And yeah, to be honest, I do a lot of music recording as well. I've started doing a lot more of that.
And video stuff.
And music videos, yeah. Like it's been quite nice just over time. Yeah, I get really bored just doing the same thing over and over again. It's just nice to have a lot of variety. So yeah, music producer, video producer, recorder, music video, mate. I don't know if I already said that. Slave to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
that's it.
Rob, my sister said that you're cute. Yeah. Don't know how old his sister is before I comment on that one.
Go on, dare you.
What's the number? No, shop in my parents' garage. That's great, but he's got a small workshop already.
That is very cool, yeah. On a small space, I would just say get yourself a little benchtop bandsaw to start with. But make sure to watch lots of videos on how to set up and use a bandsaw before you actually turn it on. Once you learn the basics and you get it set up well, it is a very safe machine to use, as opposed to a table saw where you've got more potential for things to go wrong. Seeing as you're 14, I'd imagine that's something that your parents would probably be worried about.
How much does that set you back?
Oh, a benchtop bandsaw?
Yeah.
300-400 quid for a decent one, probably.
Okay.
You could get them for as cheap as 200 is probably as low as I would go. Don't get like Screwfix own brand ones, or I'm hearing a lot about the Aldi Parkside one at the moment, which I don't know.
Not actually Aldi.
Like, no.
Okay,
it's
Parkside
brand, but it's sold at Aldi.
Right.
It's getting good reviews, but and it's obviously passed safety test. But if you're looking for performance, then get something for like 300-400 quid range, especially if you want it to last you a bit longer. And then other than that, maybe a sander would be quite cool. But get extraction for both of them as well.
That's a good point.
You should not skimp on extraction. A little drum extractor will be perfectly fine for those two machines.
Yeah, machines are great. Machines are great when you've got like everything becomes far more efficient. But you realise that there's so much more to just getting the machine. There's like you've got potentially different parts of the machine, different blades to get.
Yeah.
Then the extraction, you've got to think about how the pipes then join up from this thing to this thing.
Yeah.
Where you're going to get power from this thing to this thing, because now two things need power. And
Yeah. Extraction's the one that most people forget about. It's a bit of a minefield as well. Like, what extraction do you need? Dust extractors, chip extractors, air filters. I mean, we've got all three here, but can you name them? Dust, chip, and air filters.
What? Which one's which in here? Oh, dust, chip, and air. I mean, dust has got to be the sanding in the lathe one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The chip one's going to be the one in the corner because it takes so many chunky things, and the air one's just
That's fair enough. Yeah. Well done. Sorted.
I'm alright. I passed the test. I get to work here for another week. Why do people keep saying, "Oh, it's frozen"? I just read Tim Scott's comment saying, let it go. And he didn't say Frozen. He got me though. He made me think about it. Right, Tim, if you have got any suggestions or know of a little device that we can use for live streaming from a DSLR to a Mac, I would love to hear it. Other than that, on Mac, you're going to have to buy the Blackmagic one.
Yeah, or when it comes out.
No, I told you it exists.
Oh yeah, I chose to ignore you though.
Oh.
So then I didn't have to buy it.
We're back. Are we?
I do just want to send a link to someone in the comment section. Schlauby, can't pronounce the surname, Desweet, something like that. He's asking about low-angle jack planes. What are my thoughts on them? Thinking of buying one. Here is a very old video where I did a tool duel comparing Lee Nielsen and Veritas bench planes. The start of the video is talking about standard angle bench planes, but at the end of it, or towards the end, maybe about 2/3 of the way through, I start focusing on low angle jack planes. So that'll be quite a good one for you to get an overview as to if they're for you or not. The other one is how to reduce tear outs. How to reduce testosterone naturally. No, we don't want that. We want this one. You will also see me using a low angle jack plane in this video as well, which is how to reduce tear out, which is it's what they excel at because you can change the blade angle and all that. They're very good.
Ooh, someone's recommended something.
Matt, back to bandsaws. Sorry, do I need a 2.5 horsepower or can I get by with a 1.7? You'll be able to get by with a 1.75. The main thing to look out for is don't if your bandsaw's got a maximum capacity of this, don't max it out all the time. You know, get yourself plenty of headroom. If you're looking to cut 4-inch posts, don't get a bandsaw with a 4-inch capacity. Get one with, you know, double that if you can. You don't want to be maxing it out every single time you use it. But as long as you've got a sharp blade on it, 1.75 horsepower should be absolutely fine. But obviously bigger is better.
Tim said that it'll take a look in regards to live streaming stuff. Short term, I have a Mac Mini you can borrow to use as a dedicated stream machine. Love the idea, Tim. Thank you very much for that offer. But actually, the issue is with the device. I think it just doesn't take enough power. However, who said it? Jamie Mellors said check out the Ager U-Tap. It's about $350, I think, looking at that, and that's got a power input.
Okay.
Which potentially is the thing to go for. But then it doesn't have multiple inputs. Not that we need that right now, but it'd be lovely to have.
Ager U-Tap.
Stephen, shut up. Shut up. I need to blow my nose because I'm ill. I'm dying. And I saw your comment earlier saying that I should be fired. I will remove you as moderator.
Another one here from Deadly Chicken. Sorry, I'm going to fire in links to this.
You do what you want. You keep doing that, unless you're going to talk about it.
No, well, I'll just quickly, I've got the thingy here. Deadly Chicken, you are asking about blade recommendations for bandsaws, one that will do rips and crosscuts. You don't really get bandsaw blades that specialise in ripping or cross-cutting in general. They're just sort of rated from coarse to fine, different widths and things like that. The video that I've just shared with you is the definitive guide to setting up a bandsaw, which is one that I filmed, and we go right through from blade selection all the way through to setting up the bandsaw for a really deep rip cut. That's just the example that I used, but the blade selection process that I talk you through at the start should be really useful to you. Go ahead.
Well, I instantly removed Stephen's moderator because he said you wouldn't dare, and then he sent me a message on Facebook saying I refuse to chat without my spanner. So I will give it back to him.
Without my spanner.
What did you?
Oh, brilliant.
TPI is key.
How'd you get rid of mould off OSB? Sand it.
Sorted. Bertie Green says there was a comment earlier that I missed. Where is it?
Was that Norman?
Bertie Green.
Oh, good night, Norman. Thanks for purchasing the cabinet plans as well. Speaking of, that will be going live soon.
Didn't see anything else other than your machine comment, Bertie. I don't know if you responded to any more than that.
What is he? Is he asking for a response to a question?
Oh, that was the machine question that I asked. About, it was 14. Got a workshop.
Oh, okay. Did he have a follow-up?
I didn't see one.
He said, do you get paid by Matt?
Oh, did he? Where did he say that?
Well, you don't need to answer that.
Oh.
Let's just keep it secret. No one needs to know.
Matt likes to pay in favours. Yeah. Right. Kieran Shaw, it keeps on coming back. What keeps on coming back, Kieran?
Mould.
Oh. So, just dehumidifier, wherever the OSB is.
Move to Arizona.
There you go.
Done. Nearly pizza time, guys. What flavour is it pizza tonight?
It depends what time we leave here. Because it might end up being a Mackie D's night again.
Do you know, I was thinking that because...
It's so much easier.
And we need to have a productive day tomorrow.
Yeah, and I
just
feel alright
a,
after McDonald's.
Yeah, it's such a write-off after those pizzas.
Yeah. It's damaging.
I'd love to have it one live stream one day where we have one of those pizzas.
Here.
Well, I say one each.
Yeah.
Here. Just to show people the sheer size of them. I mean, to be fair, the people in the US will be like, yeah, that's a standard size for what they get out there. But people in the UK, it's like, whoa, that's a satellite dish.
Yeah, and they'll be like, you got that for £10? We're on food again. Immediately, people said pizza and we were on it.
It's just a topic that everyone's interested in.
It's very true.
Food is a hobby of mine, at least.
It is a great hobby. Tim, what were you on about when you said TPI is key? Was that in relation
Teeth
to...
Princh with the...
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I was hoping it was going to be in relation to live streaming.
Oh, I see. It does kind of sound like it would be a live streaming thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you need a bunk bed in the workshop.
We'd never leave. To be fair, it'd cut a lot of travel.
There was talk of me at one point to save money on rent just moving into the workshop.
It'd be so cold.
Yeah, but I slept last night with the window open in my room.
There's a difference.
No, genuinely, it was probably as cold as this.
No. There's a difference. Because if you have a mattress, your body radiates heat into the mattress, and the mattress radiates heat back into you.
Yeah.
I learnt this while in Cornwall on that camp bed. When you're on a camp bed, there's no mattress. Your heat gets radiated out, and then that's it. You just start freezing. It gets cold.
I slept on a camp bed in a car park in Brighton once.
What time of year was it?
August.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a really cold time of year, that.
Yeah, fair play. Fair play. And I was quite pissed as well, to be fair.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Stephen would like to be a part of the stream with the pizzas, he said.
Oh, yes.
Right, in which case...
Pizza parody.
Stephen can come along and bring the pizzas. He can drive to Reading. He can drive to Reading.
He could be the pizza delivery guy.
He can be.
Yeah.
It's quite a journey, isn't it? To go get it and then just...
He'd be up for it.
He would be. Yeah.
Stephen's never had one of those pizzas as well. He wouldn't know what he's in for when he picks them up.
No. He wouldn't be able to fit it in his car.
You wouldn't be able to get through the door. You'd literally have
you
to
would
get
have to turn it sideways. You should buy a hammock, says Robert Hamill.
Yeah, I mean, it was a genuine thought of mine. Like, I was saying I would get a bed here. I'm not saying I'd sleep on this bloody camping chair. But I was saying make a bed there.
Oh, like you get like a proper mattress.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in which case you'd be fine.
Yeah.
I think pretty much.
Yeah.
Whatever temperature.
And then like, where's your shower? You get a gym membership. Shower there.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
And then just,
I mean, not
I've got
a shower anyway.
Well, exactly. I've got a kettle, super noodles, Walker's crisps.
Right, sorted.
Yeah.
Well, you can live your life.
And then
Louis
hose water.
What?
Hose water. I mean, that's not hose water.
I was going to say, I've been drinking a lot of that. I got, yeah, be thankful of your gift. Louis says, can you teach us how to make a chessboard? Make a chessboard. Everyone wants a chessboard.
I know.
All the time. That's a season.
Yeah. I don't...
You can have the chess season. and Harry Potter season in one. Sorry, because there was chess in Harry Potter. Wizards chess. You could do wizards chess.
There was,
in
wasn't there?
wands.
They actually rode it, didn't they?
They did actually. Yeah. I forgot about that bit.
We could make full-size chess.
Do that in the summer. See if we can make chess what we can ride.
I like the idea of doing a chessboard, but it's been done a lot of times, and maybe it's not necessarily something that excites me though, because I don't play chess.
Out of OSB.
Yeah.
I've taught you how to play chess. You now play chess.
I think we said this before, OSB and Rosewood, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I've got some of the proper endangered Rosewood in here and just stick it to some OSB.
It'd be so brilliant.
Oh,
I would always use that chessboard.
I would go straight to hell. The floor would literally just suck me up there and then for doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably sell well on eBay though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Put a little plaque in it, in the bottom.
Sell piece by piece. I reckon you could get more piece by piece than the whole chessboard as its entirety. Chessboard is the same as a chopping board, just no juice channel, says Tim Scott. I mean, yeah, kind of. Make a chessboard using only a wand, says Nilos. No, it's all coming together.
Can you teach us how to make a snakes and ladders board then? Now that would be interesting.
Why?
Has anyone ever done a wooden snakes and ladder board?
Well, more importantly, did you ever play 3D snakes and ladders?
No.
You missed out as a kid. So I had 3D snakes and ladders.
I missed out as a kid. Says the guy who'd never had sausage and bacon in the same sandwich.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm talking about snakes and ladders.
Okay.
So imagine snakes and ladders, but...
Hang on. Yeah.
Yeah, so like snakes and ladders are normally like a 10 by 10 grid.
Yeah.
Tends to be. But imagine every 2 rows is on a different level.
Right, like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, like Donkey Kong, exactly. So, if you were to hit a snake, it actually drops onto a channel that it follows. Like, you use a ball bearing to actually go around this in little holes.
It's quite cool.
Yeah, and it travels you all the way down. Won't work for ladders.
I was going to
before
say,
you go there.
I've
I've just thought about
it like
that.
an escalator.
That would be great. But, I mean, that's an after-live stream game to play, isn't it? Snakes and ladders.
Yeah. Do you remember that game Mousetrap as well?
I do.
I can never remember the point of it, but I remember it being really cool.
I've watched some people play it because there's like a game version of it.
Yeah.
Online, it's exactly the same. It's horrifically bad.
Is it?
It's so bad. Literally, the point is, you collect cheese.
Yeah.
And that's sort, and there's a chance as you go around the board to potentially land on things that create more of a trap.
Yeah.
Now, when you get to the end, you have to have, I think, enough cheese pieces to be able to land on the end bit, which then activates things. Otherwise, you just go round this tiny circle over and over and over again until you've got enough pieces and end up in the same space. And normally that means everyone's sort of caught up by that point. And you're just all circling the same bit until it all happens.
Yeah, I remember that game being more about the contraption at the end.
Yes, I always remember building it.
Yeah.
Without the game, it's just you built it to be able to press that one thing.
Yeah.
But then it was a Rube Goldberg machine, wasn't it?
It was what?
A Rube Goldberg machine.
Was it?
Oh. That's essentially what... Do you know what a Rube Goldberg machine is?
Oh, yeah. He does the... Yeah, I remember it. You showed me it.
You don't know what this is.
No, it's one of the marble machines, wasn't it?
No, that's Winter Garden.
Oh. No, I don't know what you're talking about then.
No, you don't.
Go ahead.
No. A Rube Goldberg machine...
Yeah.
A Rube Goldberg, sorry, is a machine that essentially does a completely pointless job.
Oh...
Yes.
I know the ones you mean. So like you press the switch and a finger comes out and it clicks it.
Yeah, it's like me having a button here that goes into a massive contraption that comes all the way around and just presses spacebar for me.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially that. That's what Mousetrap was.
I see.
I should probably get back to the old chat. Inlay snakes and ladders, yeah. Yeah, Tim, you're on it. Pizza oven in the shed. Oh god, the shed will just light on fire. Bitumen roof is just gone.
Watch Paul Sellers' video on making a workbench out of plywood. Had the idea of trying to do a Bertha from ply. Insane, reasonable. Do you know what? That's actually perfectly possible.
Oh,
I know. No. I know the workbench that they mean, and the way that.
Sorry, continue.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
I saw an image and then
okay.
It linked up though.
Right. Okay. No, the way that Bertha was constructed was very similar to the way that Paul did his workbench, with the way that the layers kind of interlock together. Absolutely possible to do that, and that would be really cool. If you do that, send me a picture of it. I'd love to see that. That'd be insane.
Mm-hmm.
The lines and the weight. Wow. Yeah. Sorry, what did you say?
Stephen linked in the chat the 3D Snakes and Ladders.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was actually really good. I don't think I ever won a game of Snakes and Ladders. I think I lost every single time. But it was just quite clever.
Yeah, it's clever.
It's just ingenious stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we should. I tell you what, it should be a challenge. We should have, like, I don't know, or I should give you an hour, maybe 2 hours, to create a classic game every week or two.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I say, right, in 2 hours, you've got to create this game from wood in the workshop.
Okay, so make it, right.
Yeah,
I thought you meant design a game from scratch.
No,
Sorry.
no. No, like Snakes and Ladders or chess, but you only have 2 hours. You've got to be able to do something that actually makes it still playable in that sort of time frame.
Be a good live stream thing to do.
I think it would be.
It'd be nice to get back to the formats where we do stuff around the world. I know most people listen to these as opposed to watch them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be good to start doing more projects down.
Yeah.
I know we're liking this space at the moment, so
we are quite a lot.
That's why we're hanging around up here. But
it's also warmer up here.
Yeah, well, it was.
Where it was.
Yeah.
Do you want to see what the temperature is now?
15 degrees. No, it's not.
Not 15.
It's not 15. I think that's a faulty thing you've got there, mate.
No, I tell you, no, I have checked it, to be fair, and it is actually really accurate.
Oh no.
Have you?
Turns out I sat on a bit of Easter egg.
Oh, it's not an Easter egg.
Sorry, happy egg.
It's a happy day egg.
Happy day egg. Oh dear. Oh, that is not
Zebrano cribbage board. I hate cribbage. Have you ever played cribbage?
I've heard of it.
It's like this board that has loads of little holes in it, and you have these pins for basically your player, and you go around these boards. It's basically a card game where you've got to get multiples of certain numbers. My dad and my uncle apparently played it as kids all the time. So one day on holiday, they introduced me and Stephen to it.
Yeah.
I lost every single time because they said, "Oh, it's a game of skill." No, you just draw the cards, and you're like, "I've either won or I've lost," and I'm like, "I've lost again. I've lost again." I'm literally rubbish game, disgusting game. If I lose the game, it's a bad game.
Like Stronghold.
Yeah, it's a terrible game. Yeah, Becky beat me at chess the other day.
Really?
Terrible game. Who invented that game?
I think when it comes to me playing you against games and I win, it's not necessarily the game that's at fault. It's the fact that I'm such a bad winner at games.
Yes.
I don't give you an easy time when I win.
I threw my phone at you.
You did, yeah.
Properly threw it as well.
Yeah.
Thing is, you are naturally, well, I don't know if you're naturally very good. You just happen to have played so much of that game that you've learnt a lot about it.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing to put in the time anymore to try and get to your level.
That was funny. Never have I had a phone thrown at me before with such velocity.
Proper chucks at you. Like, I looked at it and thought, yeah. Just went for it. But yeah, I genuinely think we will do more live streams where we go around the workshop. How about this? Go halves on a wireless HDMI transmitter.
Go halves on one?
Yeah, so that we can transport the camera around.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do that.
I mean, would you actually use it for your own stuff? I mean, I'll buy it. You don't need to go halves with me. I'm just trying to show off in front of the camera here. Afterwards, you're fucking buying it. It's fine. It's past 9 o'clock.
Quick, I can bleep it. I can bleep it now. To be fair,
no,
I don't really have a reason to use it anywhere else.
Yeah.
I just
I
want
will
one.
get it. If it means that we can go mobile with live streams, high quality, then then we'll go. How much is it?
400.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think
We can do that.
lovely.
It's for the viewers.
Yeah, it would be absolutely great because then it could be on the stabilizer. Stabilized live stream.
That'd be mental. Do you reckon you can hold it for that long?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, I'm on it. Fairly confident on that one. And you could be wearing a lapel mic, assuming we've got it set up, lapel mic, so that no matter where you move, the audio is crystal clear. And the video is crystal clear. And it's just a win-win.
That'd be very good.
Apart from the fact you can't see the chat very easily.
Yeah.
Unless you had your MacBook with you. I guess. That's easy, isn't it? There you go. Sorted.
Apple Watch. Comment scrolling on it. That's what it's for.
Is that what you're going to have to buy?
I'm going to get an Apple Watch, yeah. Have we been sponsored by Nalgene? Who are Nalgene?
What?
Who are Nalgene? Tim said.
Where's that? Where have you guys been sponsored by now?
Googling Nalgene.
It's probably some old thing. He's of the older
The original
generation.
water bottle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. No, the reason we have these bottles is because Rob, a few weeks ago, decided to... I had one of these before. He decided to stab a hole in it without telling me.
I didn't realise it was actually the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Apart from an adapted top. So mine's better.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this top is very nice. It was a nice upgrade. But yeah, Rob decided to stab... It was multiple holes, wasn't it?
No, I stabbed a hole in the top thinking, oh, this will be really funny. When he drinks from it, it's just always going to leak down his chin. Problem is, I didn't think about the way he drinks it, so the hole ends up on the top.
Yeah.
So it's not affected, apart from when you fill it up, which I'm normally the one who ends up doing it. And then what's worse is about 10 minutes after doing it, I happened to notice that my hand was wet. And I looked at it and I had blood all over my hand because I'd used a razor blade to cut the hole in the bottle and just slice my thumb. It was the most instant karma I've ever come across.
Yep, exactly. And I've been putting up with that bottle for weeks, and Rob turned up today with some shiny new ones.
Yes, I bought him a new one.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably pack up soon, shouldn't we?
We really should.
It's been a 2-hour jobby again, and we have got to do our pilot for the podcast tomorrow. And for the 148 of you watching, the cabinet project for the free online school will be released tonight, straight after this live stream. So keep an eye out for that. The parts are available on the website as well, or they will be available on the website. And don't forget that project packs are also available for the projects as well, where you can get pre-planed timber that you get delivered straight to your door, cut to size, and get stuck in with the project straight away. In a variety of materials, may I add as well.
That's rather good.
Yeah, we're going
not
up
Padook,
in the world. Not Padook. I'm sorry, Rob.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Very, very sad.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, shall we call it there?
Wrap
Yes.
it up there, shall we?
Getting cold.
Yeah. Gonna get sniffly. Niagara Falls gonna come out again.
I think I've done quite well.
To be fair,
considering.
Yeah, there's at least half of that roll of toilet paper left.
That was all but full when I started today.
That was, yeah.
It's not good.
Did you re-roll up the part that I lobbed at you and it all unravelled up here? Yeah, you did.
I've since used it, clearly, because it's just all tidy now.
Brilliant. Yeah. Cool. Right, we're going to head off, guys. So thank you very much for watching, as always. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back at the same time next Thursday at 7 p.m. As I said, stick around for the cabinet project. It'll be released later tonight. And have a look at the school on my website, matteslea.com, and keep an eye out for project packs as well. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be an interesting one.
2020, big year.
Big year. Yeah.
Big things.
Big things. What are we doing this year?
I don't know. Big things. New mezzanine floor.
We're so bad at wrapping these up. Turn it off now.
We will see you next week.
See you later, guys. Have a good one.
See you then.
You know, I really think McDonald's is potentially better than Domino's.
Do you?
Mm.
I think it should be.
Yeah. I think it's like a healthier option at the end of the day.
Do we want to sit in there again with those people around us?
It's quite exciting.
There was a lot of you, wasn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, you had tarmackers.
Yeah.
You had the couples who just happened to be going into the loo for some reason.
Yeah, and they must have had hay fever because they were rubbing their nose as they came out as well, weren't they?
Yeah, and they must have just had a lot of caffeine because they're twitching quite a bit.
Yeah, a bit erratic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had them in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was there was some people staring at us as well, quite weirdly. I kept making eye contact and I thought he was going to fight me.
Did you?
Yeah, there was people behind me, sort of at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Oh, them.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a kid over there kept looking at me. I was just trying to enjoy my chicken legend.
Maybe he recognised you.
Maybe. I mean, the fact that I did keep looking over my shoulder and looking back at him probably didn't help.
No, you did keep making it very obvious you were watching people.
Yeah.
You were one of the issues.
Wasn't I?
Yeah. I had 2 hamburgers, 1 chicken burger, 1 large fries.
Yeah.
And a McFlurry the other day.
Really?
Yeah. And I could have still gone for another hamburger.
Fat?
Sorry, what are you going to say?
Nothing. You are PH fat.
PH fat. Or THICCY. No. I'm thicky, apparently. Thicky.
Thicky.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think McDonald's is definitely on the cards tonight.
Yeah.
I'd say it is, yeah.
Why are you thinking take away or actually eat it? Depends if it's warm in there.
I think it... I don't know. We could eat in there again. It was quite fun. Live stream from McDonald's. 360 camera in the middle. Oh my god, that's actually possible.
It's very achievable, isn't it? I feel like if we do that, it will be on the Matt Estlea 2 channel. Just be aware, if this happens, there's no reason for anybody to listen now because we're not streaming right now, are we?
I mean,
We're just having a chat about food.
This is normal activities for us post live stream.
And pre-live stream. This is how we speak normally.
And to be honest, in the live stream in general, food is just a constant topic.
It is. And we like to be nice and quiet when we're talking to one another.
Yeah.
And so I'm just thinking, if we do potentially do a 360 live stream in the middle of a McDonald's,
which we definitely should do,
at 10 o'clock at night, which is probably by the time we get there, it'll be on the Matt Estlea 2 channel.
Do we have batteries in our 360 camera?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I charged it up the other day.
Okay.
Just for this occasion.
That sounds good to me. I think we should do that.
Yeah, do you have battery power on your phone to be able to do this?
Oh yes, I do.
You do?
I do.
Lovely.
Yeah. Let's do it.
That's particularly nice. How many people could potentially be listening to what isn't a live stream?
91 watching.
91?
Yeah. Yeah. Tim Schlauby.
Yeah.
Michael Root. Kieran's still here. And hashtag
Kieran.
Woodworking's here. I'll meet you there.
Oh, he's come back.
Yeah.
He went earlier. Hashtag where did you go?
Yeah, he's back. He said he'll meet you there. He's just got to get some more fuel. He's still waiting outside.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He's just had his engine on this whole time.
Tim Scott is starving now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, you
Tim,
can join
meet
us
us.
at McDonald's.
Yeah. You know where. You know the one. We'll see you there. Oh, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
That would be great.
360 live stream and just Tim walks in. Hashtag woodworking comes in from the other direction.
We should do it. It is half an hour away though. And it is now 15:15.
I told you it's a 10 p.m. live stream.
Yeah, 10 p.m.
On the Matt Estlea 2
On
channel.
the Matt Estlea 2 channel. So if we start packing up now, head off.
Yeah.
We should be there for bang on 10 o'clock live stream. Matt Estlea 2
Lovely.
at McDonald's, providing we have battery in the 360 camera.
And we can get it working.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me. Yes. Right. McDonald's.
We'll see you at 10 o'clock, Rob.
We shall go. See you at 10 o'clock.